It's gonna be stuck in my head. How's it going? Welcome to my so-called life. 20 McTwin from those planets. Are you ready for Saturday night?
North Carolina's ready for you.
I hope everybody's having a great night. Let's go skating.
It's Buster Rush on Friday, kicking the ballistics on WIMS. Yo, I got a phone call my God. You want the whole cake? I said, hold up. Yo, dig this. You're trying to get money here. WIMS, Taylor Soul, Saturday, y'all.
Girl meets boy on Thursday night. Boy was high, girl fly like kite. They hold hands until next day. Boy then let's go hit his way. Boy rolls blunt back to his boys. Erection brings bad boy joys. Boy thinks of that big fat back. Big black fat, love big black fat. Girl calls boy to stand him up on Saturday. Saturday, it's a Saturday, it's a Saturday, it's a Saturday. Saturday, it's a Saturday. Saturday, it's a Saturday.
Once more with the wallop in the score. Smash about a riff, shit'll make you rock your hip. Revival of the roller boogie in a ricochet to make you think about the time we spoke fun instead of fight. Diving from a piece of metal, shoulda yo, slip your butt to the fix of this mix. Toss that briefcase, it's time to let loose. Cause you work like heck to get the weekend check. So unfasten that sleeper on your neck. Connected like a vibe from the wheel to the foot. Come on everybody, did the funky output.
5 days you work, 1 whole day to play. Come on everybody, wear your roller skates today. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, yeah.
Now as you pump your fists, I reminisce to a bounce rock skate roll fest to impress. Hey pretty diamond, do you like the way I'm dressed? Cool, keep the faith and be my mate, cause all we need is feet. But promote the hustle cause it keeps me thin. No need to talk, look who just walked in.
Is there a wet on stage?
Yes, man.
So kick the wham on this jam.
Oh, Mr. Sprinkler, Mr. Sprinkler. Wet me for one, Mr. Sprinkler. I'm heating high five and a day's no split. With the yawn, I trip to the dawn. Out comes the bodies following the one idea. It's clear. Rattle to the roll. Hold back up the track, grab your roller skates, y'all. And let's zip on by. Zippity doo, now let's zip on by. Feet on the weed and we're feeling high. Sun is on thick and the cheese is rolling thick. Come on, it's no time to hide. Season is twist, spinning and winning. No hack and sack, let me in. Spill on the bottom away, but it's okay. Ha, it's a Saturday. Now let's all get baked like Anita.
Watch Mr. Lawn, don't look at the Peter.
Feel on the farm, I'll feel on the.
Hey, watch that.
It's a Saturday.
Now is the time to act the fool tonight. Forget about your worries and you will be alright. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, yeah, yeah,
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my so-called life. It is Saturday evening. I hope everybody's having a great night. If not, 20 McTwin and I will be here for the next couple of hours. How's it going? How's it going? I want to say hello to everybody. Hello, Dre, Work Lurkin, Jennifer. Hello, Katie Krabs, Chris. Hello, Maria Nunez from Rialto. Hello. Ollie.
Hi, everyone.
Great to see you, Ollie. Yay.
I was worried about Ollie, so you all mean so much to me. I just had to shout out Ollie. I'm sorry, but I haven't seen him in over a week, so I miss him.
Great to see you, Gene. Hello. I know, Ollie, you were missed.
Yes. I hope you guys are all having a great Saturday.
Dubravka, great to see you. Hello.
Hi, y'all.
So tonight I do have some sewing planned. I didn't go to the SWAT meet today, but I did go to Savers, and I went to Walmart,
You
and I
didn't tell me
went
about yours.
and I went to an antique mall. But I did not. Okay, there's an antique mall in my town, and I always avoid it because they had cheap sewing machines. But no, it's 2026, and I still have not bought a sewing machine. But
5
I
minutes in.
walked past a pinstriped Colorado Rockies jersey that was my size. They wanted $66 for it. And I just paid $20 for that hockey jersey, my Minnesota. So I wasn't gonna pay $66 for a Rockies jersey, which if they have a half day sale, I'll go back and buy it.
Yeah.
So I pulled this pinstripes out. It's hot today. I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody is warm. It is the surface of the sun where I live. Spent most of the days sewing with Tammy. Oh, that's awesome. I hope everybody
yay.
had a great time at Tammy's retreat. That's awesome. Antique Mall, and you didn't get a sewing machine. I'm getting better. I'm getting better, Dolly. I promise.
I told him, I was like, I'm gonna find one whenever I go out there again. You know, sometime it'll probably be at the end of the year. I'm like, we're gonna find one, and I'm gonna have you hold it for me, so you'll have to go home with one.
I'm getting really good.
Yep.
This is almost a repeat of last year when I abstained from buying fabric and I literally ran to Las Vegas.
Hey,
The no buy is
111
over.
days.
111 days.
Okay, we need to figure out when's the last time you bought a sewing machine.
It's been a while. I want to say December. I post it whenever, and
Yeah.
technically I didn't buy those two that I found on the street.
No, let me go. I need to go back to
I am
your.
so sorry, Dubrovka. I am so sorry. I think it's so funny how we live on like different, how it's like I live on the surface of the sun and it's snowing everywhere else. My shopping is boring. I bought some Sharpie marker. I went crazy today at Walmart. I bought I'm the
Is
kind
that
of
it? The brother?
that the last sewing
Is that the
machine.
last one?
Is that
It's
the last
both.
one posted?
Yeah, because the other one has two. That's the prior.
Yeah, I found those on the
The
street.
brother. So okay. All right. I will do some math and I'll get back to you in just a moment.
We
Thank you so
spent the
much.
day doing some home renovations. Oh, you remind I need to rebuild my back patio that's outside my back door. The termites have eaten the wood so much. The only thing holding it up is the oil-based paint that was painted on there like 30 or 40 years ago.
Mm. Yeah.
There's a post machine way too close to me for only 150, a Puritan post machine industrial. Wow. All right. We need to figure out how to trebuchet me into Canada. I have the gear. I have the goggles. I have the helmet. I've got the leather. Just I'll curl in a ball and just trebuchet me through. Oh, and I didn't know what I was going to do with this material. Coat. Because I'm a coat maker. So and I had a little bit more than I thought I had of this particular material, but I kept the continuity with the pattern, so everything's going in this direction.
I like it. Is your and this is the first time you've worked with this fabric, right?
Ever.
Okay.
With this particular pattern of the fabric.
And I like how you lined it with red. It's like my second favorite color.
This room is just nothing but red lining in here. Eventually, one day I'll get through it. I planned on doing something else, but then I didn't like the look of it. To quote somebody, it was too busy.
Who would that be?
You?
Oh,
What do you call? I can't remember what you called, but you're like, it's too busy.
yeah. There's things that I find too busy. But in my brain, it looks like it's scrambled when I see things that are too busy and like things are fighting against it or against each other.
Have to better organize this. You know, antique malls are dangerous, but inflation has hit my town hard. So it really helps me from making extremely crazy decisions. Do you have antique malls in your town?
Oh yeah, there's one right on the strip, like on the main drag, but it's really turned into a trash mall more than an antique mall. I mean, you can find some good stuff there, but now it's come to be it's very far and few between, and you should go all the way to the left side
That
because serious.
bad, huh?
Yeah, it's like people have taken all of these. They brought wood in there and tools and everything that you would need instead of like Lowe's. I don't know, or just trash. It's crazy.
This is a night test. You are feeling sleepy. All you need is a homemade parachute. I'm telling you, I think it's wrong that in the United States of America, it's illegal to make your own parachute. I'll say that.
Thank you. I'm glad. I'm okay with that.
Great to see you, Denise. Hello, hello, hello. Test, test,
No, hi
test.
Denise. Welcome back.
Dubrovka, in Canada, you need everything thermal, including underwear. Do you know what? I was watching the Kings and Flames game today. Calgary came to LA. Every
Yeah.
single person, because it's hot in LA today, every single person who walked in the stadium looked like this. So it kind of made me laugh. Like, didn't they get cold during the game? I don't care how hot it is outside. Hockey arenas are freezing.
They are. I don't care how warm it is. I'm going in with a sweatshirt and a jersey on.
Absolutely.
All the good things.
If you saw how many layers that I wore, you'd be like, for real?
Yes.
I looked bigger than what I really was. I had so many layers on. All right. So I have a weird love-hate relationship with Savers.
Mhm.
Because in my town, Savers is expensive. But I needed arms for my quilt coat. And I didn't find arms.
Okay.
Which
You
is
found a
why
hole.
this is cut out. But I did find fabric, and I bought something that I thought was going to be lining for this particular coat, but I chose not to use it. Oh, it's over here. Okay. First, I bought this, and this is straight from Walmart. So if anybody is like, oh, where'd you get that? These first two at least are from Walmart.
Oh, I've never seen that before.
Neither have I, at least at Walmart.
Yeah.
And I've been getting into all kinds of crazy fabrics from different countries, but to get it mailed here is really expensive. So I'll go for a fake all day.
That is super cool.
So I was shocked to find this at Walmart because Walmart in my town never carries anything like this, but they're starting to switch their fabric over. They're starting to like go back to more fabric and less of that patio furniture kind of fabric stuff they have.
Oh, good.
I was going to use this for the lining of my coat, but then I brought it home and I was like, it's too busy. But it's that time of year.
Oh, I was at Tractor Supply today and they got little baby fluffy butts. And I almost bought them. Almost bought my whole set of them. But I was like, be patient, Jess. Be patient. Look, oh, that's cute. I like it. I can see an egg apron made out of that.
They had this mousse material that I had before, but it was only fleece. It wasn't cotton, so I don't wear much fleece anything. Let's hear about your purchase. Hey, SB Farmer. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh,
Maria Nunez living in the city of the IE Cracker Barrel.
Inland
Someplace
Empire.
I've never been to the Cracker Barrel before. All right. So there's those two. And the rest, of course, it's Savers, okay? So
I'm taking you to Cracker Barrel.
it's all over the place.
Then you can make a judgment and say yes or no, and then we'll go shopping in the clothes section in the gift store and get some chocolate and walk out.
I've been to some really good restaurants that have gift departments. Okay. So keep in mind that I'm over the top. I am the definition of over the top. I'm going to make this into a coat.
Yeah, you are. Oh.
I don't know if I should just cut it, re-sew it, and make it a cape. Hold on. Oh, it's big enough. Oh, it's big enough.
Oh no, that's big. Yeah, that could be a jacket. It could almost like a duster.
So I'm going to figure out what to do with this. Oh, wow. TS already has... Oh, Tractor Supply already has chicks. I didn't even know.
Yes. But that border though, you have to keep that somewhere and make sure that it's on the border of your whatever you make. I like that border.
So I don't know if this is grease.
Oh, that's a good question. Monte Carlo.
That's where we are right now.
We are. I know. Well, we might as well stay there.
So I'm looking forward to working with this.
We're going to be in Monte Carlo until the race season's over. We got to stay here until the race comes.
We go to Monte Carlo, then we go to Monaco. We'll go on the F1 circuit.
Yeah, exactly.
Did I hear you say that you have an active case? I live in my house. Generations of my family have lived in this house. The fountain that you see in my videos, I built that when I was 12 years old. So yes, active case. No, they have a union. I can't believe you haven't been to Cracker Barrel. Just you have to take a. I know I have. When I was a little kid, they were more prevalent on the West Coast than they are now. Although
they have biscuits and gravy.
You know I'm obsessed with biscuits and gravy.
They have a good breakfast section. So,
Too pretty to cut up.
It is really pretty, but it would make an amazing duster.
Thank you, Alibaba. With the column, it instantly reminds me of Greece. Okay, so at least exactly. I need to try it out. No, I've never been to Cracker Barrel. You know what? I had never been to Farmer Boy until I went to the beautiful, luxurious Inland Empire.
There are 2 Cracker Barrels, so I'm flying into Vegas next weekend so that we can go because you haven't been to Vegas in a while.
I have not.
You have not, and you might be itching to go. So we haven't talked about it in a long time.
Hey, Tasha!
2 of them. So hit or miss. We'll make it.
Great to see you, Tasha. Great to see you. We're planning a trip to Cracker Barrel because I've never been. I thought it was just chicken and waffles. See, here, they have chicken and waffles everywhere.
Yeah.
You can go to IHOP. You can go to Denny's. You can go, they have chicken and waffles everywhere.
Do you like IHOP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just not in my town.
Okay. All right. It's like same caliber in a way, just a little bit, but a little bit.
When I go out of town, I'll eat at a Denny's. I would never eat at the Denny's in my town in a million years. Not in a million years.
Same caliber as Denny's. We're good.
Today I was on a hunt for lining and I weirdly found some.
Oh,
But this is one of my favorites. It's all palm trees.
hmm. Where
But
did
I
you
don't
find
know.
it?
What's that?
Where did you find it?
At Savers.
Ooh,
And where's the tag? Yeah, this was $10. This is at least 3 yards. But Savers, like I said, Savers is a bit pricey.
it's just because of the area that you live in.
I'm a biscuits and gravy lover. Me too. Me too. I'm too much of a biscuits and gravy lover. Great to see you, Tasha. So somebody sent me on a quest of blankets, and I didn't know it was going to happen. But I found another one of these, and I'm not saying these are cheaply made. They're just not made as well as the Yucatan blankets, as the old school blankets that I have and somebody else have. So I'm going full Clint Eastwood poncho.
Yes.
With this color, I'm cutting the neck out of this. I can hear the wah, wah, wah. So we'll probably do that tonight. Because caftans, ponchos, it's pretty much all the same thing.
Mhm. I feel like if I ever ride a horse, I'll have to put one of those on for you.
Oh, I have one for the whole team.
Yeah.
I got one for everyone here and their family too.
So we all need to get together. I've never been on a horse. We're all going to get together and we're all going to just ride off into the sunset wearing caftans. I just
Not all restaurants of the same name are equal. I agree. I 100% agree, Denise. There are Denny's near me that is the dirtiest restaurant ever. Walked in and immediately turned around and walked out. The one in my town's like that. I don't know what happened. But I go to the ones in LA and the ones in Vegas, and they're the greatest things on earth. The food tastes great. The quality, the service is great.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, in my town, the service is great too. I'm not dogging the workers. It's the quality of the food. Go ahead, make a poncho. Hey, get off the lawn. Oh, that is true.
Ollie, I have missed you.
Most kids won't even know who Clint Eastwood is, Ollie. You're right. I do, though. I do. Okay. I bought this. This is a pillow. I'm going to make this a centerpiece of something. I don't know why. I'm challenging myself.
Oh, that's really pretty.
I don't know. I might even put it this way
Mm-hmm.
on the back of a shirt, since I now have quilting skills I never knew I had. I just need to get a seam ripper. I need to get a seam ripper in here. Ooh, this was well made. Somebody made this by hand. But I'm gonna because this is all one piece, and they just folded the back in.
Oh wow.
But I'm definitely making a jacket or something out of this.
I like it.
And because I can't stop buying fabric. Last but not least, let's see if this. Oh, it has elephants on it. I didn't even know. This is inadvertent elephants. I just liked the color scheme.
Oh.
What should I do with this?
I don't know.
Oh, you're getting flash fried, brother. After I clean this, because I haven't cleaned the new. If it has a tag on it, it hasn't been washed yet.
Here, leave it on. I'm snapping a picture of it.
I left for a 3-hour tour.
All right, I'm good now. Thank you.
Okay.
If you want to put it down anytime. I just wanted to see what the center medallion is, and I was gonna blow it up a little bit more.
I have a million ideas. After opening this up and looking at it, I'm like, oh, that changes everything.
It's the year of the elephant.
In my house, it is. International Boxing for Pancakes. Isn't there fights there all the time? That's the Waffle House. And in California, we do not have the yellow sign Waffle House, but people fight in Denny's. People fighting IHOP. People fighting Taco Bell.
Ugh,
When you get rowdy people, crazy stuff happens no matter where you are.
so true. I
I've worked from like fancy steakhouses all the way to fast food places, and you'll get. I saw more fights in a steakhouse.
oh, not I. I don't know. I don't go out very often, so I cook a lot here.
Oh. I'm still playing cone roulette.
Which one? What number? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
You tell me.
Number 2.
Look how thin. And
Yeah. You got a couple more jackets out of that thing. By the way, we got like a week.
What, until this thing's actually a year? New
Yeah.
keyboard I have. A's. Do you know, how do you replace a keyboard on a laptop? Asking for a friend. Looks like Katie's mandala. It could be an umbrella cover. I like that. Ooh, Ollie, I like that.
Have you ever seen the umbrella covers that the decorations on the inside of the umbrella and it's just black on the outside?
Mm-hmm.
I love those. That's what, if you're going to make an umbrella cover. But yeah. Oh, that sounds like a cool idea.
I've almost typed away all the letters on my laptop. There's gotta be, there.
You can get one of those.
We literally have the same computer too. We literally have the same laptop.
I'll send you one. It's like $2.
Okay, problem solved. Hold on, let me do the Scooby-Doo thing. I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Oh man, I don't even know what to do. The Kings got to win. I'm sewing. I don't even know what to do with myself this evening. I'm so used to the losing ways. I don't know why it's taken this long, but I have discovered YouTube channels of disgruntled Toronto Maple Leafs fans. I need this in my life. There is a grown man who goes after every loss and screams at the screen. I need that in my life.
He was hilarious the other day. I really enjoyed watching him with you. Like he was going off.
He accepts the fact that his team stinks. He doesn't like it, but he'll let you know.
Yes. And I literally was feeling like I was at my own home. Like I was in upstate New York and listening to my brother and my stepfather talk. Like that's them. I was like, you just put me back in my home.
That guy he's intense. He's intense.
Welcome to my life. This is why I don't say much. I just say, yes, sir. Now you know why I am the way I am at certain times.
When the Kings beat the Rangers, there were people because there's a lot of people from around here that aren't from here, and there were a few people that didn't talk for a while because they were Rangers fans. They didn't wave. It took them a minute to get over it, so I understand. You know, today I didn't feel like fabric shopping. I'm gonna try to pace it out. Because what happens when you go every weekend, you end up living in a fabric store. Exhibit A, B, C, D, E, and F.
Well, I went to Hobby Lobby. So I got the fabric for us.
You know what it is? I quit going to Hobby Lobby as much because when I go to places like the Swapman or even Walmart, I get more for less. And so let's say I bought 16 yards, 20 yards. You're looking anywhere from 150 to 160 bucks, depending on what it is. And that's on a non-sale day.
Yeah.
And if I spent that much with the Tweed guys, I would literally take their entire inventory. They'd be like, "Hey, we'll just drive the van to your house. We'll push everything on your front lawn. You can deal with it from there."
Exactly. Well, it was 30% off week, so that helped out a little bit.
So
And
is
then
it?
plus I had a gift card.
In the Jeep seats, I have a question. Is it 30% off this week or is the week over?
The week's over now.
Okay, so Hobby Lobby, I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. But when I go, I get the Kona, or I get like their brand of solids. I'm really into solids right now, if no one could tell at all from my videos and stuff. But so I'm in the process of making another dress, but I have to make the quilt before I make the dress. So we shall see. To be continued. I will drop that nugget, and now you'll have to like watch my shorts to get the scoop to figure out the secret dress that I'm making. Because eventually I'll start putting it on there.
That's not the
Dun,
pair
dun,
of scissors.
dun.
I've already lost a brand new pair of scissors. Oh, they're right here. See, I separated them because they all look alike.
Now, if you had a lanyard like the one I made last week, you'd never lose it. That's what I'm doing with my lanyards. I'm going to connect my scissors to them.
What do you mean, Denise?
But I saw a lot of our friends over here on Tammy, or not Tammy, but Katie's channel today. And Katie was she was working on a quilt. And that was fun. I watched them for a while.
I watched Katie's live today too.
She had Danny from so hold on. Somebody will probably say it before I get on there. So not an expert. And she's 150 away from 1,000. So
Awesome.
can I drop her link? Is that okay?
Please.
Okay. She's an amazing quilter too, guys. Has a great live that she does a couple times during the month, and
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Jennifer says I was at Hobby Lobby today too. I was good and only bought 2 yards. Hey Terry, great to see you. Yay, welcome in.
Oh. So not an expert.
Great to see you. No SB farmer. By the time I was old enough, all the we used to actually had one in my town, but it closed down. I've never been to Cracker Barrel, and no, I'm not a racist. So not an expert, Danny. Yes.
Yeah, I'm coming.
My local quilt shop now sells cherrywood fabrics. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
That's very dangerous. Cherry wood is all hand dyed fabric. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Yes. I miss you, Terry. I hope that you guys are having a great day. But it's been raining here. Kids are sick. Emma's really bad. She definitely came down with something, and I told her that we're staying home from church tomorrow. So
great to see you. Awesome.
I feel bad when kids are congested and sick.
You itch after you get home from Vegas. To be fair, I itch anytime I eat anything that has remnants of tomatoes in it, which is every day. I am one of those people I'm on the monster label. I'm the guy they're talking about. And they say, if you drink this, you'll get heart palpitations. You'll get blah, 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 blah. Everything makes me, I'm allergic to everything. I'm like one step away from prescription deodorant.
My daughter wears that just because she's allergic to everything.
I'm telling you, I'm allergic to everything. But I'm old school, so I'll like test it.
Mhm.
Which do not take any medical advice from my so-called life and all affiliates.
No.
Well, I don't want someone with a peanut allergy. Like, oh, William told me to try it.
Oh, I know. Totally get it.
We're praying the rain gets rid of the snow. Absolutely. Hopefully, you guys get a heat wave or something.
Who?
Terry.
Oh, well, okay.
So sorry.
Wait. Terry needs to wait until next week. The end of next week, Terry. Here, it's coming. We have one more Arctic blast to get through. So it's gonna be 45 here on Monday.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine what it's gonna be like in New York if it's 45 here. I mean, I'm 9 hours away by car, so. And then it's supposed to get up to 80. So I'm hoping that that warm weather just keeps trickling up the East Coast and hits y'all up there too. I know I'm done with winter too, guys. Absolutely. I know you can't, Terry. I know. Just one more week. One more week. I really think that this is going to be the end of it. I can't tell you how many times, though, it snowed in April. Like, I shouldn't even say that out loud. But my stepfather's birthday is at the end of April, and one year we had snow. It was so crazy. I do not miss that at all.
I've never been anywhere where snow lasted longer than 2 days. And if I was, I left.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine. Even when it snowed up north, it was gone within 3 or 4 days. Well, no, like 2 or 3. It was like, see, but it rained all the time in the Pacific Northwest. We got 27 inches last week. Yikes.
Oh, my word. I didn't know you got that much.
I read North Carolina is in a drought.
There's no possible way. No possible way.
Imagine your pal Ollie.
I know, Ollie. I'm thinking about you. I know I thought about you when I was sending that Civil War quilt away. I was like, should I be sending it to Ohio or should I be sending this to Canada?
Did you say Canada? Say that
I
again?
did.
You said Canada?
I said Canada.
Is that in like near Minnesota?
Did I say it weird?
You did. You said like you were on the hockey channel. You had that weird Canadian accent.
I'm telling you. Okay, I'm letting you know. It comes out every once in a while. I was speaking to family today, so my U's, my I's and E's might become sounding like U's. I say ice when I'm at home.
Terry, I get it. Like, I'm not kidding you. I go outside and sit in my front yard in my grass. I need nature. I like even today. I sit outside. I said, "Oh, I'm forcing a tan upon myself." I just put my face in the sun like this. I'm not kidding you.
Give me some vitamin D.
I just stood there for a minute. My birthday is April 17th. We have had snow. Yikes.
Tasha, I am sorry, but I understand. I know exactly. See,
I feel so sorry. So then I won't complain. It's like summer here. It's like instant summer. That's why I'm telling you, we live like it's different, like in alternate realities. And I am so sorry, Terry. It's awful. You know, I can't. What I'm trying to say is, I can't be cooped up in my house. Even during the plague, I would go lay in my backyard. At least I had a place to go outside where it wasn't in my house. You know, like I would fall asleep in my backyard.
oh, so nice.
I need nature.
I don't want nature. I need nature.
Well, let me preface that without a 47-mile hike.
Save the trees.
May or may not be directed at somebody. Oh, it's like instant ick here, William. I'm gonna try to grow hydroponic grass indoors. I'm gonna change my floor out to sand. I really like that idea.
I'm not appreciating the way you talk to Jess.
Welcome, Stephanie. Welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome. My eyes are hurting. I gotta put my glasses on.
It's instant ick here.
Oh,
That's crazy. That snowballs, yuck. Yikes. I am so sorry. I just have uptown girl living in.
Yes. That is the best music for a short ever, says the person that put it on their short today. Ever. So, anywho, but yeah. So I hope that the snow goes away and everyone is nice and toasty warm, and that during the heat of the summer, we're not complaining about how warm it is. And that we want snow to come back. Because I'm going to come back to the stream and go by like, do you remember? You remember how we all were? Let's see here.
I said this last year. I promise nothing. I gripe all summer and winter long.
Yeah.
I'm already like, it's hot.
Yes.
Yay. Hello, Ruth. I've been in Denver for 2 weeks and the sunshine is amazing. But I'm actually looking forward to the cloudy northeast tomorrow. Safe travels. Great to see you, Ruth. Great.
How's the baby doing? How's mom? How's dad?
And when she loves her. It's just in my head, Terry. Living in an uptown world.
I'm an uptown girl, y'all.
Did you ever do the AI Olympics? Did I win?
I'll show it to you. Terry, you know, it's either you or William's going to win. No, I was trying to get us like a 4-person bobsled team. That's what I was really trying to work on. That's why I haven't shown anybody anything.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, can you see? I'll be like, I had Terry in the front so that she'd get in, and then William was all the way in the back so that he could keep pushing us. Oh, it was fun. But I try not to play with AI too much because I go down like a rabbit hole and it'll take over, and then all of a sudden I look up and it's 2 hours later. I'm like, what have I been doing with my life? Same thing with whenever I'm playing with anything, pretty much. But
can't win. William can win for surfing or lifting sewing machines. Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
Harry, I had William as a wrestler one time. He was wearing, but you're wearing a baseball jersey. So you weren't wearing.
Am I the Boston Brawler? Am I the Boston Brawler?
It's like you were.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. The Brooklyn Brawler.
And you threw them, and that was it.
I apologize to all wrestling fans. His name was the Brooklyn Brawler. I saw him from the time I was a little kid till I was an adult. I apologize.
Oh, funny.
In a singlet. Baby Sammy needs to stay in the hospital a bit more for treatment for jaundice. For sure disappointing, but he's getting good care. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh.
My oldest had jaundice, so I totally get it. She was underneath that little light for like a good 48 hours, something like that. And then I had to feed her extra. Like they just made me every 5 seconds. I felt like she was attached to me. She was eating, so we had to get all those things out. So, all memories.
Oh my gosh, that song is just cemented in my head right now.
Because I'm
your little grandson. He will be okay and home soon. Absolutely. Yeah. You know what? I think about this all the time. When my son was born, they told us that my son had a possibility of being deaf. I can confirm he is not. He's trying to make himself deaf with his headphones.
Yes.
So he's going to be okay. That's what I'm trying to say. Hope you're able to get plenty of hugs. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, they want him to eat and poop and pee.
Yeah. Get all those guts
Hey,
out.
hey, Ed. I guess we'll use it in class. My ex is not. AI is crazy. My son is just now coming into the world of AI, and I have rules. Love it. My ex always thinks they're right. Great to see you, Ed. Great to see you. I have a list. And it's almost like Star Trek style. Like, don't recreate. I told him, make up fake people. Don't take
Yeah.
people you know and make pictures of them because it's weird.
Hey, I got something that look
you
very
got
similar to what you look like.
We have fun. But I was just telling my son because someone's going to look at his phone and be like, why do you have an AI picture of me? Or,
Oh, that's true. That's
on
true.
the Himalayas.
But I think you look really good, ice skating.
I don't know why they make me so thin. They take away a good like 10 pounds.
You are thin.
Thank you. It's weird.
You are not chunky at all.
It is weird. Told him like because in AI you have the possibility to make an image of someone that doesn't exist, or
Yes.
you make maybe they do, but you'll never see them in your life.
Mm-hmm. I could always say it's my twin sister. Because seriously, that could be true.
The technology is getting better though because Marquette showed me a picture and he's like, I went to New York, and I said, what are you talking about? And him and my ex-wife were standing in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Then he went like this and he flipped to the next picture and they were literally at a party and they were just like at a party posing. But they took that picture and they put themselves in Central Park.
Oh, wow.
So AI, I guess, can be used for stuff like that. But I'd rather go there and take the hokey picture. Quaker Jess and Smiling Viking Jess were amazing.
I have no idea where the Viking Jess picture is anymore, Ollie. She's gone. I have no idea where she went. I didn't save her. And so unless you have her somewhere in the archives of the depths of your social media, she'll never be resurrected. I would have to go on Williams Live to find her again. Quaker Jess, she's on Discord with Ollie.
Why is the phone being restricted by X or the school? Oh, Denise's answer is asking Ed.
Oh,
Thank you, everyone. I realized today that my own mama stuff is in overdrive. Of course. I get it. Are you Ruth, I hang out with my mother, and at least once a week I have to remind her that my son is my son. And I will make the good choice, not necessarily the same choice that she would have made. So I completely get it.
it's like the world's different from when we were growing up. So, and our choices that we make are definitely not the same that our parents would have made back in the day because we didn't have the technology and all that advancement that we see now. And then I feel like I'm punishing myself when I take technology away from the kids because they just want my stuff.
My recent battle where I was like, you know what? It's not that serious. My son got a brand new shirt from the MMA place. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Can I see it? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, we're going to wash it. And he looked at me like I drowned his goldfish. He just looked at me like, no. And I was like, whatever. You're literally gonna be, that shirt is going to, am I wrong?
No, that shirt needed to be washed.
I
No,
washed
you don't wear brand new shirts. I'm telling you, his skin would have stained black. They don't pre-wash that. Look at all the chemicals that could be on that thing.
I'm telling you, I need to find that video where I dunked that vest and my tub became black as I just started doing this with my vest.
Mm-hmm.
My granddaughter is 16 and I feel like The third parent, not one not one assigned it to me. I'm the silent third parent. I totally get that.
Um,
I'm the only grandparent my granddaughter has. I get that too. I totally understand that. My I love my mom though. I love my mom and it comes from a good place, but she is the queen of unsolicited advice. But you know what though? She was in charge. I have one child. She tells
yeah.
me all the time, she's like, first I had 3 of you in the house, and then I had 5 of you in the house at the same time. You have no idea.
And that's true in a fact because, I mean, I only have 2. So I wouldn't know what to do managing 5 babies at once. Make sure that they were where they needed to be, they had the food they needed to eat, clothes cleaned. I don't think I'd have a job. They are my job.
My mom's main beef is that I say yes too much to my kid. She's like, that boy's gonna like you. Saying yes too much. I give no advice. I do suggest from time to time. I'm the best mother-in-law. Oh, that's hilarious.
Mhm. That's cool.
You think I'm joking? My mom is the mom from Big Bang Theory, Howard's mom. My mom is the disembodied voice.
Oh my word, I can't imagine. I cannot imagine.
You know what though? Like everyone, you'll miss them when they're gone. My
Yeah.
dad was my buddy. I'd call him, be like, "You want to go to the Goodwill?" And you could hear him getting his keys, getting his hat, getting his pipe. He's like, "Let's go. Can I
Yep.
smoke in your car? Can I smoke in your car?" Why am I? That's a lie. He never asked. That's a lie. He never asked. He would just get in the car and start smoking.
Oh, that is
Oh.
funny.
Oh,
Just let me finish this piece of chicken. I'll be right over.
override me in some way.
Don't tell your mom where we're going.
And I had to sit my mom down because my mom is one of those people no one ever told her no. You sometimes have to sit people down. Howard's mom, I'm telling you, Terry, that is my mother. And she will give you an opinion from the other room. She'll be in another room and she'll be like, no, he didn't. He was only there twice.
She probably has ears that can hear what you're doing. Like speakers.
She's the one that coined the phrase, I can hear like a sentinel. But to be fair, we watched the show The Sentinel as a kid. So I really think she's just thinking of the show The Sentinel.
That's funny. Oh no. My mom, she was quite deaf. Well, she just pretends she didn't hear anything. I think that my parents were just, hey, as long as you're not getting in trouble. My stepfather was very free-spirited. He was one of 14 children. And he traveled all around the United States. He tells me stories from Arizona all the way to wherever he went. But he just pretty much, he goes, I did it, and I turned out okay. And here I'm still here. So he pretty much let us have not free reign, but we're probably more loosey-goosey in the rules than what my mom would have liked, we'll say.
Yay, my son-in-law is on a knee scooter. He's still recovering from his accident. What a pain. My daughter and Grand had to do all the shoveling.
Oh, yeah.
Marla, welcome in.
Hi, Marla. Welcome.
Oh, if I lived any closer, Terry, I'd show up with my tractor. I'm
You need
serious.
a snow plow, like our snow blower.
It's got a big scoop. Does that count?
We
Or
like
do I
big
need, like, a
scoops
ramp?
when it comes
Do
to
I need a
snow.
ramp? It's got a scoop. It's got a giant scoop. And the old bucket, the Ford bucket, the scoop is. I do not recommend this. And if Cal State OSHA is watching, I've never done this before, but I stand in the scoop because we have a second loft above the office, and I'll stand in the scoop and I'm like, raise me. And I'll slowly get raised up in the scoop, and I'm like, thanks. I'm too lazy to take the stairs today.
No, you're not too lazy to take the stairs. It's more fun to go in the scoop.
It's way more fun to stand in the
Way more
scoop.
fun.
Yeah, dynamics are always so interesting. But my mission here is done, and I have a blast taking care of my 2.5-year-old dog. I love that.
That's
Oh,
fabulous.
2.5. I miss those days. Oh, I miss those days when my son was a little guy. And it's Apple constantly reminding me with those memories. Sometimes I'm emotionally vulnerable, and Apple's like, I'm going to show you a picture that's going to make you cry. Remember this 15 years ago? And I'm like, I do.
Yes.
William, you're hired. Yay, Terry, welcome in. Welcome in. Great to see you. Great to see you. Welcome
Hi,
in.
Terry.
My poor daughter has pack issues. I'm telling you, I wish I lived closer. I would
Yeah.
show up with my tractor. I'm not even kidding you. Laugh alone, I would laugh my head off if I saw you up here. I would too, like a superhero. You'd see me slow. I'm here to save the day. I'll be back. I'll slowly get lowered down.
Down, go down, go down.
Oh my gosh. When I see people open their door and they're stuck in their house, my first thought is, you don't have tools in your house to get out? I can get out of my house right now. If I got snowed in, I have tools. And if all else fails, I can make a flamethrower with a can of Lysol and a candle.
But that's not going to help. No.
Welcome in, Terry. Welcome in. Wonderful. Absolutely. These are great days.
Do you know what we could do? If you knew it was going to snow, we'd take all those oopsies. We'd triple them up. We put them on your driveway in every vehicle. And as it snows, and then it's not going to be snow underneath, and we'll just, I don't know how we'll take your tractor and we'll pull it off.
I was about to say snow's heavy. Snow is heavy. Ruth,
can be.
I'm working on a synthetic tweed coat this evening. It was this material. I'm trying to make more combos this year, but I didn't have enough for anything more than a coat, which isn't like, oh, gee, shucks. I'm excited, because this is what I do. But I'm excited to work with this material, and I've never worked with this material before, so I'm excited.
Can I show the people what I'm working on?
Of course you can.
I have to move my camera, so we're gonna have to. You're gonna have to look at Save the Trees. Okay.
Let's make those trees big. Yes, I have a hair blower I can get out.
I can't go any bigger, but I'm making those flowered curvy blocks. So that's what I'm working on. I have 3 of them that I'm working on right now. And boop. Thank you.
That's absolutely amazing. SB Farmer, actually, I've been going out every night. Right now is a great time to look at the stars if you can see them. And just as long as it took the planets to align in 2012, it's going to take that long for them to drift away from each other. So we are in a really awesome time right now as far as stargazing. An amazing time.
I just wish that the clouds would go away so I could see it.
I'm supposed to get snow after midnight here in Ohio. It's very, very windy right now. Stay safe, Marla. Stay safe. I'm still unsettled, but I believe it's time for me to leave. They have snow. They have snow at Cracker Barrel.
Yes.
Your blocks look absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Everybody
It's the
loves
year
it.
of the curve, guys. Fiscal year of the curve.
Are we going decade? Let's just go decade of the curve.
No, I don't know if I can do a decade, but okay. All right. I am now in the decade of the curve. Oh, can my 40s be curvy 40s?
Mine are. Mine are. So yes.
Okay. So groovy, curvy 40s. That doesn't go, but I'll figure it out. Oof. Thanks to everyone. I really appreciate that. You guys are kind.
Absolutely.
It's the Lattice Quilt by Riley Blake. It's one of my whips that I'm working on. So Tasha, when I finish it, I'm coming over to the clubhouse to take a picture. It's coming.
Who told you about the snow next week? Ryan Hall. I gotta check out this Ryan Hall. Everyone talks about Ryan Hall. Never heard of him.
It was Katie, Greenland Quilter. She's the one that was talking about it, that the vortex was splitting and that Europe was getting the warm weather and we were getting the frigid cold weather. So then I looked on the my mom's house, I look at the weather and I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be colder.
How's it going, Rita? Welcome in. It's hot here too. If I'm not wearing sleeves, it's hot. Welcome in, Rita. Great to see you. Great to see you. And if anybody isn't subscribed to Rita, please go subscribe to Rita's channel and to everyone here, because we have some amazing sewists here. And Rita's over there just doing magic. So you guys definitely need to go check her out. Are you using a pattern? I've tried curves, but I think I can't do it because I'm a garment sewist. Seamstress. Oh, Miss Stephanie. Hi.
Hi.
I'm nosy. I need to see it on ASAP.
Yeah, she's back. Back again.
Kirby will happen eventually. Absolutely. 50 or 60. Ruth, I was a stick my whole life and 40 hit and my clothes don't fit anymore. I don't believe in the vortex. So I'm saying Ryan Hall, y'all, is very good. Also, max velocity. That sounds like a motorcycle racer. That would be my name if I raced motorcycles. Max velocity. I have the air on. It's 84 absolutely. I decided to put my sewing studio in my garage. So it's either extremely hot or extremely cold. There's never an in-between.
Mm-hmm. I'm just dumping channels now. So if I miss your channel, please let me know. I do apologize. It's not anything personal, I promise. Just let me know and I'll go get it.
You can do it. You can use a French curve ruler. Oh, I forgot about the French curve ruler. Yes.
What is that? I don't know what a French curve ruler is.
It's the one that I have one in the middle bedroom. I don't have one in here because I have all my dad's old grafting stuff. I have every kind of. I have rulers, but they're more meant for grafting. They're not meant for sewing. But let me tell you, they're made of the same material. Oh, that's funny. So we'll see
I don't know. You're going to teach me something new whenever I see it. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to Google it in just a second. I think I got everybody that has a channel on here. I do believe. I'm going back into the I think I got everyone that has a channel. Oh wow, I guess when I do have my glasses on and I'm looking down, it looks like I'm sleeping. Sorry, y'all. I'm like looking at everything. Oh, Tasha doesn't know that ruler either. You'll have to bring it out and show us what it's all about.
It just has a giant hook on it. I have to dig it out.
Yeah.
It was in the I don't know if I need this box. Oh. It's a ruler with several generally shaped curves built in.
Oh. Well, Tasha and I are very curvy, so why haven't this been introduced to us before?
I have the garment version. I have this changed the game. This changed my sewing when I got this. Because I could take any material, as long as you know the math and you know your dimensions, you could take any material and make it into a shirt. This one changed. Because I got a cheap one, but it was so cheap that I could cut through it. So of course I upgraded and dropped it. And I upgraded. But again, I sew clothes. I have a
If
friend, her ruler for garment sewing, exactly. Used in
if I
dress.
wasn't, yeah. Sorry, I'm interrupting. I'm gonna
Go
shut my mouth.
ahead. I'm about to
Nope.
start sewing.
Nope. Um. uh, if if I wasn't so cheap, I'd probably get one of those stripology rulers. Just to help me with the straight lines because I do cut like a lot of borders and a lot of strip piecing. So that would be nice to have eventually in life. But I'm just too cheap to buy one because they're really expensive. I think personally for a ruler.
That was my face. That was my thought the first time I went to a quilt show and I saw the prices. I'm like, for a ruler. And somebody may or may not have sent me on a different path because they found rulers at a thrift store. So now
Yeah.
every time I go looking for rulers every time.
I put my Red Eye 99 or whatever machine this is behind me, and I have to now pull it out because I've dropped rulers behind it and I can't get to it. So we'll see. But oh, Tasha, I think William needs to buy us both one. Yeah. He just said yes. I heard him. I know that his volume's off.
Oh, Daddy Warbucks can hear you. Sounds like too much math. You know what? Once I learned like my dimensions, I was able to go from there. And so I'm pretty good at making clothes for other people. And
Yeah.
the only thing that bothers me is that my 8th grade math teacher used to always say, one day you're going to use formulas every day. And I said, no, I won't. And I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I came in more in one size, handy for armholes. Ruth said she has garments, so I figured she already has one.
Oh, wow.
I haven't bought a stripology ruler yet either. Why are they so
William's
popular that I know who they are?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
easy.
that's why maybe if I say it enough, it'll just go in your algorithm and you'll say, oh, yeah, Jess and Tasha need one.
Yeah, sure, you betcha. Sheboygan's too cloudy in Ohio to see the planets. I am so sorry, Terry. This is
Me
the
too.
only time of year that I can walk out my door and see the planets. Like the other day, Jupiter was so close, I could have just slam dunked it.
Mm-hmm.
I won a $50 gift certificate for a quilt shop and used it towards stripology ruler.
Mm-hmm.
They're that expensive.
Yeah. So William showed me this app, the Night Sky app. Where am I? Right there. It kind of looks like a dog. It's pink. It's purple. You guys, download it. Doesn't cost anything. Look up at the sky. You can see everything. Yes. I was like, thank you, William. I appreciate you.
Really, like what happened is for 2 years I sat in my backyard mapping stars. And one day my cousin was hanging out. He came over to my house and he's like, I'm not trying to be mean. Let me see your phone. I said, okay. He's like, accept this app. I put in my code and he's like, I was like, oh, he's like, he was like, I'm not trying to be mean, but now you have access to the entire outer space. I know this is shocking to no one. I own like 6 telescopes. And I dropped my big one, so I'm probably gonna end up buying a new big one. Because I have a big drum one, but I dropped it and it has a mancha in it.
How big? How big is it? The big drum one.
I don't know.
Oh,
It's
like
my,
it's circumference like that.
it's a big
Oh,
it's
Big
it's
Daddy.
hidden. It's hidden back. I tucked it because I dropped it. I kicked
Oh.
it in the dark.
Well, mine's a baby compared to that.
I own quite a
I
few of
have
the
one like
baby.
that.
I own quite a few of the baby ones. What happened is I kept on buying bigger telescopes.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I go camping, I'm like, I need a bigger one. And then my neighbor outdid us all. He had a telescope that had a 6-foot drum. So
Stop.
you literally had to wheel it out. We watched the transit of Venus because he had those hydrosolic filters. so we could see Venus go in front of the sun. That's how
No.
we're geeks. My neighbor, like, I'm glad he moved, but I kind of miss him sometimes. But I'm glad. Don't come back. Maybe we can
We
see
like
anything
you.
here in Ohio. Too many lights. It's like that here too. If I point my telescope anywhere south, I can see the lights of LA. If I point north, it's darkness. So it's all about where you're looking. I have to
We
see the
don't-
sky. Wouldn't it just be easy to walk outside? Thank you, Rita. I was so insulted with my cousin. For 2 years, I mapped the sky. For 2 years.
There's
And I had
clouds.
like latitude, longitude. I would like I could tell you precisely where the Big Dipper is, at least the little one, at least on the West Coast. Cassiopeia. When I first started in quilting, I bought all sorts of rulers, probably about 40. I'm the same as now. I only use 6 of them. Ruth, I probably have 40 to 50 rulers, and I only use one.
Where is she?
I use my neck ruler. I bought this. This is a Walmart Fiskars ruler. I use it for everything. And you can see, oh yeah, the edges are chipped.
Yeah, we gotta get you a new one.
I use this guy, and that's because I come in with my left. I cut with both hands. And so whenever I cut with my left, I chip it.
That needs to go into the museum. We just need to go ahead and just put it off to the side and get you a new one. I need a new one too.
Years.
So
Years.
yeah.
And I have better rulers than not talking about the big telescope I dropped and broken side. It's so maddening because they're sensitive pieces of equipment. So it's maddening when you drop a telescope. Yes, it's unfortunate how you get duped as beginners thinking too. We need every notion in the store. I couldn't go into Joann's fast enough with coupons each week. That was me and fake plants at Hobby Lobby. I'm over my fake plant phase. But
Oh.
I couldn't stop buying that ivy. Oh, I don't even know what it was. I was like, oh, I need my bathroom to look like the Garden of Eden or something. It was crazy. It was crazy. I had to stop buying that stuff.
Like I thought I needed a flying geese ruler because I love flying geese. I bought it. I think I've used it 4 times, and it just sits over there. And I do a lot of flying geese, and so now I just do the math in my head and just keep going.
YouTube, I know I'm a moderator for this channel. Hey, Gilroy!
Kilroy,
Like the
how have you
background,
been?
well, a lot easier on the eyes than the other ones.
I miss you, Kilroy. I've missed you.
The green one is kind of jarring. I don't know, like, I like green, but not everybody. Green isn't a positive color to some people. I love green. I love the color green. 99-cent patterns that came out of the envelope. When I started sewing the time around, when I started sewing this time around, I used a rotary cutter on a piece of cardboard, not a mat. When you don't know, you don't know. Oh, I wish I could pull that thing out. No shaming whatsoever, ever. One day I will pull out this mini mat I ordered. Oh, man. I literally, I use it as a mouse pad to shame myself, to always check the dimensions, and to remind myself that I may or may not know European math at all. Green is my favorite color. When
Yes.
I started branching out and wearing different colors, it was crazy the reaction I would get from people. There are, in contrary to popular belief, there are some comments where I'm like, oh no. Because most comments I'll let live on my channel forever. Even if you're insulting me, that's more about you and less about me. But there's some comments where I'm like, But for some reason, a lot of people didn't like green.
That's interesting.
Some greens are okay. You always pick the greens that are brighter than the sun. I do. I like it's because of the 80s and the 90s with the push for the extremely bright colors. Is fuchsia still a thing? Do people still wear hot pink
Yes.
or
Yes.
that blue, that electric blue that is so blue you can see it from
Ooh.
outer space?
I don't see that electric blue anymore.
My brother in the 90s, he had an electric blue blazer. He'd wear that thing with a white shirt because it was that era.
Wow.
I wanted all his clothes, and by the time I was old enough, it was so out of style. I wanted
Did you
all
wear any of it though?
No, because he would wear designer clothes and get everything like dry cleaned. Like he was nuts. He had everything behind. Like everything was literally bagged and tagged in his closet. But then back then you can afford to be snobby like that because you get a $50 shirt and get it dry cleaned. So when we moved from the city to the country where we have acreage, we bought a telescope. I've only used it a few times because the coyotes and other wildlife scare us. But the skies are beautiful. Ruth, the more you go outside, the more you'll let the coyotes know that that's your territory.
Yep.
Coyotes only pick on things smaller than them. Absolutely. Where I live, we are infested with coyotes. And fun fact, you can legally shoot a coyote in California. I've never known one person to do it. And I work in the country where there's hundreds of them. The rest of the animals, unless you're in Africa, Alaska, or Australia, you don't have to worry. Animals in Alaska will drag you off. They will. And hippopotamuses are terrifying. They kill more people than car accidents in Africa.
Mm. Mm-mm.
So Madagascar, what's that?
I don't know if I ever want to go to Africa.
And they can run up to like 30 miles an hour. And hippos are so heavy that they walk in water. So they literally bounce when they're in the water. Look like they're swimming, but they're literally jumping off the bottom of the river.
Mm-hmm.
Ask me what I watch at night. I love a good documentary. What Dreams May Come From on YouTube. I'll definitely watch that.
Mm.
Kangaroos scare me too. They scare me.
Nope.
I want to say almost 2 years ago, we had the kangaroo discussion because somebody that used to come in the chat said that they could fight a kangaroo, and I was like, no, you can't.
Who in the world think they could fight a kangaroo? I don't want to know who.
But also, I have silver white hair and some fuchsia highlights. That's awesome, Ruth. That's awesome. When hippos decides to eat you, that's it. You're done. I'm telling you, it's not even funny. Hippos are scary. I was watching a documentary and I'm like, oh, hippos are on the list. So it'll change your perspective when you see a hippo at the zoo.
I don't know if North Carolina has hippos at the zoo. I know we have rhinos. I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
When I was
But
a kid,
we have all animals. We have a lot of animals from Africa. So.
I used to go to SeaWorld almost every summer when I was a little kid on the way back from Mexico. And so I just always remember seeing the hippos, the monkeys, the lions, and tigers, and giraffes.
Mm-hmm.
And now as an adult, I need to find that picture of me and Shamu. There is a picture of me, of like 6 or 7 year old me standing there, and I'm like this. And Shamu is slowly coming towards the glass. Jump in, little boy. Jump in. Oh, I need to find that picture. Have you ever seen some video of a kangaroo looking for their window, staring like a man? Yes. And they're buff, too. They're buff. Kangaroos are buff, Terry.
Yeah, they are.
They work out every time they move. Ever seen a hippo eat a watermelon? They break the thing apart like anybody else eating a tortilla chip. Serious.
Nope.
I'm telling you. Movies have lied to us. And I saw a lemur. He didn't know one word to the song. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. I was so disappointed when that lemur didn't start singing.
Oh,
Hey,
you'll have to go to Madagascar. That's
is
where they
anyone
belong.
is anyone planning on going on the road to Virginia?
Yep. Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh no, I'm falling. Oh, planet gazing is amazing. I'm thinking about road to Virginia, but not committed yet. Oh, Tasha's a maybe. I'm promoting it every time I leave my house because I have a road to Virginia. Which one? Oh, right here. I have the road to Virginia on this side.
Mm-hmm. See, he doesn't know he's coming yet.
The same people that put on road to California put on road to Virginia.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
us. No elephant, no hippo or lion, but we have panthers. That isn't the big zoo. This is our local baby zoo.
Aw.
Hey, Jan. Great to see you. They've got to come up with some creative names for these quilt shows. What's wrong with the road to? Or, insert quilt guild's name. Show.
Yes.
I loved Madagascar, Terry. I love that.
Well, road to Pennsylvania is coming up there, Kilroy. You better be there.
They are all named road to. Jan, great to see you.
Oh, they are.
Have you ever done a drawing tangle?
I don't know what that is. Drawing tangle?
I'm planning on attending with my daughter. Would love to run into you. Oh, that sounds like nothing but fun, Ruth. That sounds like nothing but
Yeah.
fun.
When we get closer to it, we're like 4 months out, then I'll talk about it a little bit more. I only live 2.5 hours away from Richmond, so I'll be there. I'll drive up and drive back home that same day. That's the plan anyway. It'll be fun. Whatever we do. But Richmond's a really beautiful area to go to, and they have different museums and things that you can do.
Brenda Foley, hello, welcome in.
Yo.
But we have an ours, a donkey that talks to me when I visit, just like the human ones. I attract them all.
Oh, Terry.
A donkey will have a full conversation with you. A donkey will hee-haw your head off. Are you kidding me? I can hear the donkeys half a mile away.
Yep.
I can hear their little cadence right now.
They're crazy. Every morning, my mom, she lived next to a farm center, and they had a petting zoo. And there was a horse, 2 donkeys, some geese, and some I don't know why they had geese. It was really weird. Goats. And so my kids were so little, but that donkey would wake us up every morning. Every morning.
85 in SoCal. Yeah, it's hot. It is hot today. Only pirate quilters will allowed. Anything that looks ultra professional will be tossed in the dumpster. Ultra professional.
Okay. All right.
I am headlining at Kilroy's Quilt Show. Okay, my friends, I'm heading to bed. Thank you so much for hanging out, Ruth. Thank you much. He does. Donkeys really protect the other animals, so he's probably yelling at me. They bring in donkeys to make other animals not be lonely, because a donkey will hang out with anyone, anything, as long as it gets to hee-haw at it. I'm not kidding you. Donkeys are emotional support animals for other animals. Absolutely. Thank you so much for hanging out, Ruth.
Yes. I appreciate you. Thank you. Sleep well. Have a safe travels if I don't talk to you between now and going home. Yeah. Oh, that baby's going to come home soon. It's great. But yeah, I don't see donkeys in my future. And I'm just gonna say that out loud. But I wonder. I'll have to think about. There's a couple
Okay,
people that have. Huh?
but just think about it. You can get a donkey and name it Donkey. Like Mike Myers says in Shrek, Donkey. I can't do it. Who's going to be the headliner? Absolutely.
Donkey.
Absolutely. Donkey.
Donkey. I can't. I can explain later. But yes. Good.
I get it. No, I get it. I totally get it. You don't want something if it's not. You know what? I wanted a llama until I looked up what they did to people. I wanted an ostrich, and I said, "Oh no, I can't deal with a moody bird." So I get it. I get it.
No, and then you settled on a. Oh, what was it? Oh, what animal was that? Oh, I can't think of it right now. It'll come to me though eventually. But I was just like, oh, this is going to be an interesting bird too. And some of these birds that you like, these exotic birds, they live for, it feels like hundreds of years. They'll outlive us. What's that one from Africa that we had to smuggle in here?
The shoe-bill stork.
Shoe-bill stork. Thank you. Ugliest thing I ever met in my life, y'all. But
Don Quixote is my favorite, riding backwards, yelling at windmills. I grew up in a house with a library. I knew who Don Quixote was before I even saw it on television. Yay, Linda! Welcome in, welcome in.
Hi, Linda. How are you?
Thank you for volunteering to pay Will Jess's donkey feed Will. I'm sure she appreciates that.
Oh yeah.
How can you cut an armhole without a French curve?
With a pattern. That's the only thing I've ever used.
I mean,
Oh, they must be on. They must be behind. Which I can't find. And I know some people are just going to say, Ollie said to me this last week, take your dress apart or look at your dress. But I'm missing a piece. It's the back of my dress. I'm missing it. But I need to branch out. And probably that's what it's telling me. Branch out, Jess. Make other types of dresses. So I shall. I'm actually, and I know I said this a little bit earlier, but I'm making a quilt right now. Another Art Deco quilt-ish modern quilt to make a dress with. So I'm taking her pattern and I'm just making the pieces smaller. So I have to redo some math in my brain first and work that all out before I make it. And then I'll send her a picture. She'll be excited.
We don't live in the year 1962. You can print out a French curve if you want.
I do. Well, I do, Kilroy. I live in 1945. Every day of my life.
In my head, it's 1982, 1972.
Oh, with all the sports, yeah. I don't know.
The sports, dude. You know, my son asked me the other day. He's like, we had a conversation about wearing jerseys to arenas and stuff, and I was like, "Come with me, my son. Let me show you something." I went back to certain baseball. I went to the '82 World Series, and I told him, "Look in the crowd. Everybody was wearing. They had red shirts on, red vests, but nobody was wearing Cardinals anything." It really wasn't until the late '80s did people start wearing jerseys to games. And it really only exploded in the 90s with the hats.
But I mean, you're right. If you look at even all the stuff everyone's wearing, the families are coming and they're just t-shirt, shorts, or the dad's wearing a suit. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Especially, you know.
And even because I watch a ton of late 80s baseball, people are wearing shirts, but they're not wearing a jersey. So they'll have it'll be a shirt that's a replica jersey, but it's not a jersey, you know. We don't live. Oh, sorry. Better in person. F the app. I agree. No, I agree. Oh, SB Farmer, I think you're time traveling. Come join us.
Yeah, I think SB Farmer. Yeah, it's back in. That's what I thought. She's back in the past.
YouTube has been driving me mentally insane lately. I've been time traveling too. Or I think, oh, who was I watching? Because for anyone who doesn't know, I will watch your stream and then I'll come with my other phone and watch your stream. So you'll get 2 views from me. And I
Yeah.
clicked on my other phone and I'm like, I am a solid 10 minutes behind. Because they were having a whole other conversation. I was like, oops. But you know what the app does for me? I will say this. It shows me where all the stars are. Constellations, things like, so I like that. If I'm learning, and I know this is cliche, but I treat every day like a school day. So, if I'm learning something.
No, I doubt it. I think I just answered my own question. I was wondering if I place myself somewhere else in the earth, could it reposition the sky for me? Like if I wanted to be in Australia or
You have to point it towards that
on
area.
Marine.
You have to point it towards that area because I'll lay in my bed and go like this.
Oh, I know. That's what I was
And
doing too last night.
You can see all the stars that are literally on the other side of the planet.
I was
And
like, look
unless
at my feet.
unless you go on an Australian, Alaskan, or whatever cruise. Do you know Twinny McTwin and I looked up an Australian cruise? It takes
Yeah.
2 weeks to get there, right?
2 weeks. 2 weeks if you take the cruise from Los Angeles.
And then you have to take a plane home.
So it's like they do transatlantic cruises. I think this was just yeah.
No, if you brought me there, you're taking me home. I came with you. I am leaving with you. No, I came with you. I am leaving with you. Get your purse. I thought that was crazy. No, because I hear about people I know people that go on cruises to England all the time, and they bring you home.
Well, there's a couple cruises over like Mediterranean. I want to do some of those. But I need to take a plane.
I was gifted one of the Granny Square cardigans I made to my granddaughter for her birthday. She absolutely loved it. Oh, she's Granny Square crazy. I love that, Linda.
That's wonderful.
This totally reminds me of a weird question. So at the antique mall by my house, what is the worth of a quilt? How much are quilts worth?
Ooh.
Like a base price. Like if I was
there's so much that you need to that depends on that answer.
I almost FaceTimed you, but I was like, no, she has a life. I almost FaceTimed you.
Oh, it would have been fine. I'm just cleaning and cooking today pretty much and napping. But what's the fabric made out of, how old the quilt is, what pattern is being used in the quilt.
Okay.
Like there's so many variables that we have to talk about.
I miss cruising, Kilroy. The first quilt I picked up, it was the color. It had that autumn look, and it was the color of every coat that we saw at Road to California. Because Road to California, people had darker colors. So I was gonna buy it and make a coat. $80.
Oh, probably, yeah. I could see you spending $80 on that.
Okay, the next one underneath it was $60.
And see, when you get quilts for as cheap as you've been getting at the flea market, I'm just like, no, anything under 100 I would pay for.
Okay. Yes, the moon will turn blood red and the earth will total lunar eclipse March 3rd, likely no road. It was, and then there was one underneath it. I didn't even grab it. It was $200. I didn't
Oh,
even
no.
touch it. I didn't even touch it. I was like, nope, I'm not gonna touch you. The worth of a quilt is how you calculate into money per hour for the time, then $55 per yard.
Mhm. Um,
No cruise for you. You're trying to lose weight. That is true. I will gain 50 pounds on a cruise because I'll just be a soft serve. I'll have little shrimp in my soft serve. Like, I love a cruise.
I'm totally getting that picture someday. It's coming.
The cost of the
That's gonna be
fabric,
so
batting,
good.
and the backing to start, then your time and X 20 per hour. So they
Yeah.
weren't crazy prices.
No. No, they're not. Okay. So Terry, all my quiltering friends out there, I was at QuiltCon, and I haven't shown anyone this information. I showed William. They got antique quilts from around. They were selling jackets and dusters from anywhere from $350 to $500 per garment item, and people were buying them.
I'll be there next year at a vendor's booth.
I'm thinking to myself,
Got coats. I got
you
coats.
are a quilter in some capacity if you're at a quilt con.
That's crazy.
Then
That's
wait, what?
oh, the picture of me with ice cream with shrimp in it. I want to
Oh,
see Will with the shrimp and ice cream cone cocktail. I went crazy. The last cruise I went on, I was the responsible parent, so I ate for 3 days. I ate food for 3. I pigged out. Okay, I'll be camp counselor, but me and the kids are going to eat for 3 days because there's nothing else to do on a cruise except for walk around, watch them paint the ship as we're floating around.
oh, Kilroy missed the conversation at the beginning. I'm not giving up on AI. I'm just not going down that rabbit hole at the moment. Yeah,
Yes,
but I could totally generate it in a few moments.
people there would appreciate handmade things, others may not. That's where, like, I need to find a market because I am willing to sell my stuff. I just need to find a market of people who are more artsy because people aren't willing to pay the prices that. What ruined me is when I sold my 2 featherweights for $1,000 each, and I sold a vest to a rapper guy for hundreds of dollars, and it introduced me into making money with clothes, you know.
Yeah.
So now I don't know how to price things. I honestly do not know how to price things. And people still ask me, like, will you make me a vest? And I will tell them the steps on how to do it, you know, because I'm gonna charge you out the nose. For something I went to the Goodwill and it may or may not have Walmart patches on it. You have to find a
Yes,
buyer who will pay that. You
exactly.
know, my my father used to always say, find a fanatic. Find a fanatic and they'll buy it off you.
Yeah.
Find a fanatic. You know, find someone who's obsessed with it. Hey, music, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, SB Farmer, come and join us in the future.
Oh, how do we, is there a way to,
Just say, please, you're time traveling. Please swipe all the way to the right.
okay.
Yay, music! Great to see you. I'm working on a coat right now. Try Etsy for your coats if you want to see who bites. That is true. I didn't think about that. I had a hardcore fight, excuse me, with Etsy, so I might have to find a different site. A long time ago, somebody started an Etsy shop with my exact name and all of my pictures, and they were promising the things that I make to the point where I looked around my house like, is there somebody else taking? But they would take all my pictures. They would even screenshot my videos. And so Etsy and I worked together. So I don't know if they'd let me put up after the fight I had with Etsy to get all those pictures taken down. You can have an online auction around your friends, and that way people can buy it from here. I like that idea. I really like that idea. You just sell them on your own channel. There's eyes. Oh wow, there's eyes. It's called online auctions. Just put one code on eBay for what you would accept and try. You know, that's not a bad idea. A lot of a lot of people when they see either my coats or my vests, they're like they either I love that question, where'd you buy that? And I move my fake hair.
Mm-hmm.
I made it. I love when people ask me that question.
Yeah. I love it when my students go, "Did you make that, Mrs. Wilkie? Did you?" Like, yes, I did.
Will didn't even get to 1,000 subs and he got a scammer. That's how you know he's a G. Oh, man,
Roy.
people have been coming after me since day one. I'm from the old online auction reselling. I used to go to live auctions where they resell. Well, and the television did get me hooked on this, but I knew a man. My ex-wife's father was hooked on buying lockers. He would bring me with him. There was an actual day we bought a locker. We opened it up, 6 CDs with the keys and the trailer. I'm not kidding you. And that's how my obsession of buying lockers began. But I've said this years. I quit because I would see people's family photos and I would see one cool item in there and buy it. But then, like, you know, I'm buying somebody's ruined life. So someone did the Ryan Hall. Oh, someone did that to the Ryan Hall YouTube channel. So now he does a thing to prove that it is his real channel. People, it's so weird. What I don't know. I just in my mind, what were they thinking though? I physically have the stuff. You can take all my pictures and claim to be me, but somebody's gonna need proof positive, you know, or you end up sending a million emails to some guy and not getting your Ryan Reeves jersey.
Yep.
It's not your fault. You don't own the company. You don't own the company. You don't, it's not your fault. And if I find out you do, I'm gonna take you to small claims.
I'm the one that's sending you the emails.
There's an episode of Benson like that. It's a good episode. Tiffany's Quilting Life. She sells her quilts on her channel. I love Tiffany. I've watched her for years and years.
Maybe that's what I'll do. It's like I'll make some
hair.
stuff and then sell it like that.
Absolutely. You know, you should. You know, for years, people used to tell me to take my sewing machines and go to the swap meet. But I need to find a venue. Like, can I get a booth at QuiltCon and sell old sewing machines?
They do have that option, yeah.
Dude, this. I designed and created it myself. I love saying that. Welcome in, Dre. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
They used his image and his videos on his channel, and he's working to shut them down. It was so hard. But you know what, though? I will say to Etsy's credit, they worked with me.
Yeah.
They FaceTimed me like I got an actual person. So Etsy actually has human beings that work for them. At least they did 4 years ago. I bought 3 of Tiffany's quilts at her auction. That's awesome. So you're saying I'm being sue them for $1 billion? We have laws here. They're called anti-slap laws. You can't sue for an absorbent amount of money. If that was true, everybody would sue everybody for $1 billion. I wish I could sue someone for $1 billion. Yay, welcome in. Hi, I'm new. When is the sewing community going to take over? Like, figure out how to make t-shirts here in the US. They aren't. Why aren't we thinking bigger? I agree with this. We might. Okay.
Hi, Angela.
Welcome in, Angela. Welcome in. I 100% agree. This is why I've never gone on Teespring. I will never talk trash on anyone that has a Teespring store. I will never badmouth you. But it's cheaper to go to Hobby Lobby and make your own t-shirt than to order something on Teespring. I'm guilty. I've ordered 1 million t-shirts from Teespring. So I'm not sitting up here and saying that I'm like, immune from it. And welcome in, Angela. Welcome in.
Yes, I'm glad you're here. Tell
I
us where you're from in the world, please, and thank you.
I think about this all the time. Like, how come we don't have a source closer to home where we could all make T-shirts?
Because it would cost more money than people are used to that are spoiled now that they can buy a t-shirt for $5 and put a screen something on it,
That is true.
So
You're 100% correct.
I'm like, the desert quilters last year. Think about that. When we went, they're off in the corner, and what was it, like $15, $20 for a t-shirt?
$20.
$20. Like, I would spend $20 for a quilting t-shirt with Jack the Ripper on it.
I want that Jaws one with the Ripper now, where it's a seam ripper and the girl's like, oh, in the water. Yay! I'm in Carlsbad. Awesome. I'm in Southern California. I
Another
love
West Coaster. You're getting more people over there, by the way.
Good. We exist. We exist on the West Coast. Good. And we sow too. And we sow.
You might actually overtake us someday, us East Coast kids. I like it.
I want to go to more quilt shows here.
Yeah.
Temecula and Ontario are pretty much the area, though.
I was about to say we're going to Temecula. Where's our people?
I bought one of Tiffany's quilts. Could not have made it. Oh, could not have made it for what I paid for. Also, the sentimental value for me.
Yeah.
I agree. We can't think that small. We do need a better network though, because I'll tell you just how I got, like, right now I'm getting ripped off for a jersey, okay, from a company. I looked them up. They used to advertise on Facebook, and they were so fraudulent that they basically got banned from Facebook. If you look them up, it says this is likely a scam, and if you're looking this up, you're not going to get what you ordered. And that's what I'm tired of. How are they allowed to advertise, and someone like me who could actually provide what you are asking for is not allowed to? Is what I want to know. And I know it always comes down to money. You can buy t-shirt blanks that are made in the US, but they cost $30 to $40. And that's before you do any printing of design on them. All in all, you probably have to charge $75 to $100. Kilroy is 100% correct. I like big shirts. I went to my t-shirt place and I told them I need a double X black t-shirt. The guy comes to the counter. One shirt was $20. I haven't paid $20 for a shirt in years. Mm-hmm. But one double X black shirt is $20. And that company is made in the US.
Wow.
So is it inflation? Is it, this? Thank you so much, Angela. That's such a good point. Thank you so much for bringing that up.
Yeah. Appreciate it, I really do.
And it goes back to the value of a quilt. Like, so $80 wasn't that much. I might go back and buy it. It was the exact weird autumn color. I just didn't see how big it was.
I mean, think about it. We can't buy batting, backing, all that fabric, plus the time it takes to make it, quilt it, sew it. You can't. It's going to be more than $85 in the end. You should have FaceTimed me.
I should have. Sometimes, what? It's so funny. Sometimes I'm like sitting there, like making it rain, and other times I'm like, oh no, I am cheap Charlie today. I am cheap. Like, it is. I am so moody with my spending. It's hilarious. But something told me to go in the antique store. I kind of want that Rockies jersey, but $66 seemed like too much when I just paid $20 for a quality NHL jersey.
Which was amazing, by the way.
It's real. It's a real, like, not even a fake one.
Yeah.
But again,
it ain't no flurry. But, whatever.
I feel like we have so much talent here. Let's think about how to get fabric, how we could source here and gain equipment to produce. I'm more thinking here. You know what? It's so funny. Downtown Los Angeles is the perfect example. There is a whole different economy when it comes to the fashion district, because you could start your own business. You could buy a whole roll, which I don't know. Don't quote me. I don't know if it's like 1,000 yards or it's something insane. and it's so heavy you need a forklift. So it is possible. It's just unfortunately, like anything else, it comes down to money and then not ripping off your customers. Because I know how to mass produce stuff. I can go right now and go buy a roll and then start a line, but it's the cost in the end.
Yeah, but like, and how sustainable could you be if it got busy or if it got, popular or whatever?
Or if somebody was like, I need 1,000 of them, okay, they'll be there in 2029.
And they need them tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. I've read long form articles from people in the garment business. There are lots and lots of reasons involving markets, economics, international trade, etc., as to why things are the way they are. I agree. I know someone who has sold her quotes for 1,500.
Oh.
Wow.
Hey, and if it's worth to somebody that much money, good for them. I am proud of them that they could do that.
When you're talking about making fabric here, the equipment to do so, that person would have to charge a ridiculous price just to leave it at the door. Do you know what's so funny? I keep on getting advertised for this machine. My computer thinks I'm richer than what I am. There is this machine, and it's funny. The person lives in a house like mine, and this woman comes to the door, and she's like, "Oh!" And it's this machine. You type in the design, it cuts out the pattern for you, and it will cut out the fabric for you too.
No.
So you load the fabric and it cuts it out. You still have to sew it, but it really takes and it lines it also.
Stop.
But it's so it's like
I've never seen that.
It's the size of a copy maker. They think I'm a billionaire.
Oh, hey, send that to me the next time it pops up on your screen.
The next time it will. It keeps on popping up because I watched the whole thing.
I'd love to see it. I'd love just to see what
it looks like a copy machine, but to me that's almost cheating. Your space is literally a space to think bigger. Where does the money come from? Seems like the goal is the US. How do we get there? I'm seriously wondering how this can happen. We would have to come together and then not rip each other off, because in the end, everybody needs to get money. And that's what happens even in my field. We'll find a vendor who gets too greedy and we have to drop them off because we're not your cash cow. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need your help. But if the fees increase, you're getting greedy. Because I'm a consistent customer, if you know what I'm saying. There's a whole genre of videos now where people tell a story of a video. They don't claim ownership of the content. One of my guild members does commission quilts, Super Kings, 1,000 a pop. Brenda, I'm in the wrong business. Yes, the equipment is what I'm talking about. There's all kinds of crazy equipment, Angela. I'm obsessed with watching stuff about sewing. In Dubai, there is literally a machine where you put the fabric in and it does everything for you. I want that.
When you said that you're in the wrong business, this is what I see. Just stay there. I'll go get your food for you. Just keep going. Keep going.
Yes. That's exactly what I was thinking of. I'll get you a really big building.
Like that.
I'll get you a really big building. I'll get you a really big desk. And I'll be like, we need 5 quilts. And I'll run. I'll run away by tomorrow.
I'm like, get the long arm ready because you're on that.
There's a reason why
I'm just kidding.
This is true. See, Kilroy has a great point. There's a reason why tailors make suits and not t-shirts. People are willing to pay a lot more for suits. This is true. Co-op, that's the only way. No, because it happens in my business. Like, a greedy vendor will get talked about too, because they'll be like, God, this guy's greedy, and they won't hire you. We can be the vendor. Why do we need other countries? I agree with you. The problem is we no longer have textiles, and we no longer mass produce textiles like we used to. So and the real reason is pollution, because we're not willing to pollute our waters, and the dyeing process is traumatic. Hey, Katie, how's it going? Great to see you. Great to see you.
I couldn't even imagine that piece.
Dubai is on fire now. Great to see you, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Great to see you. And unfortunately, in other India is the number one producer of textiles because they're willing to pollute their rivers. It's like a lot of other places, and we just don't have the infrastructure. And it's the wastewater. What do you do with the water after the dye? Because it's toxic, it's murky, it's thick, and that's the problem with factories in general. That's why we don't have them in our country anymore because of the waste.
Yep. I agree with that. No one would put up with it.
And so that's the real problem is to make anything dark, the dyeing process is traumatic. No country can do anything alone. This has to be the case for all human. I agree. We just need fabric here. I agree. I am spoiled, Angela, from the prices I pay. How much is fabric nowadays? Like 14, 15 bucks a yard?
For what type of fabric? Liberty
Even at
fabric? Yes. But like Tula Pink, Tula's at $16 a yard right now.
Didn't
And
you pay
then-
like 19 for the wolf or something crazy?
Yeah. Well, with taxes and stuff, yeah. It was like almost $19.
For
And
a
then-
yard.
Yeah. But I get Kona's $10 a yard and it's just solid fabric. And then but then that's why Hobby Lobby is getting business now and like your other retailers because you can get fabric for cheaper. But the weave isn't as well. It's just getting
cheap. Sheep and looms is for real. I threaten this all the time. I was like, I'm gonna start shaving sheep and donkeys. The only way to manufacture the amounts of fabric needed for the demand that a country like the United States will impose is not to have labor and environmental loss.
Yeah.
It's true. There is a cone denim. There is a cone denim in North Carolina. Did you ever hear of them?
Cone denim. No. I wonder where they are.
Interesting. You're so right, William. That is why Fruit of the Loom shut down where I live, then moved to Guatemala because they destroy the environment. Making clothes, unfortunately, destroys. Unless you want to wear white and beige, like Angela's. I'll learn to wear white and beige. That's the only way. It's. Have you seen YouTube videos of the lady who is growing her own dress? She started with planting flax. I've heard of her.
What?
I've heard of her.
How much is this dress going to cost her?
How long is it going to take?
That too.
That's legendary, though.
That is amazing.
I just finished my clean size quilt. 97 by 97. I have $225 in fabric for the top and pattern. Another $65 for backing. $285 has quilted, including batting. So $575.
Yep.
Wow.
Easy. And that's just depending. And $285 is like,
Oof.
I can't pay $285 to get a quilt, anything quilted around here.
Marla, that's expensive, Marla.
Mm-hmm. It's like almost $3 or 3 cents an inch now.
I've heard of Harris Tweed. It's basically a co-op of sheep farmers weaving their own fabric. Yes, I've heard their clothes come up. I've seen their actual ads. Anything that has to do with wool, it comes up on my because I say tweed and wool all the time near my phone, so it's constantly popping up. Sorry for the inflation on your show. But no, please. This is why we're here, Angela. I love discussing stuff like this, and I'm going to be up all night sewing anyways, so it doesn't matter. Please, this is what I love talking about stuff like this, and I know this is actually something I know about. I quit making environmental videos because I felt like no one cared. I felt like, and I'm not even saying that to be like, oh, boohoo or cliche. So I just went to sewing machines and clothes because every time I made a video about the environment, no one cared. Also, American Made Brand is a textile company. Awesome. Her name is Eve Schwab. I'll check that out. I will definitely check that out. I think Angela said she's in California. But yeah, I've always thought about that. Or you literally have to grow your own cotton. Like there's a process. And how long would that take? Forever. Forever. And as someone who grows food, I'm impatient. We put Miracle Grow or all kinds of different versions of Miracle Grow and everything. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. The whole time you were muted.
Oh, now I know because I don't want you hearing my machine. But I said about some, I'm like, do you imagine walking through a cotton field and saying, "You're gonna be my dress someday. You're
That's
gonna be
what
the
I'm saying.
perfect pair of pants for me," and talking to you, all your little plants. It's like
You're
a
gonna
Bob
be a-
Ross moment.
You're going to be a sleeve. You're going to be a hat.
Yes.
You're going to be a scrap on the floor.
Beautiful. And I'm gonna make you into thread right there. You're my thread.
Hair tweed is quite
That's really
expensive.
cool. I don't mean to pick on her, but that's amazing. That is amazing.
Wow, Harris tweed sound. Yeah, I can see why it's expensive though. I think I just made my own pants for the first time. I'm self-taught. I always say some of the best advice I ever got about making clothes is take the clothes that you're wearing now and use them as your template. That's the best advice I ever got. I still do that with pants. Technically, I've never used a pants pattern ever. I've always just made them from scratch.
I need to learn that. Well, I don't wear a lot of pants, and I just think that if I did make a pair of pants, it just wouldn't look right on me. I don't
It's
know.
all about sewing the crotch together so it doesn't look crazy. After you figure that out, it's easy. After you figure that out, it's because you don't want bunching in the middle. And sometimes when you're sewing, you'll like go fast or you'll do something not thinking that when you turn it inside out, that mistake is now shown in the very front. So it's all about putting the two pieces together. Google said there's 6,000 manufacturers here in the US. I grow my own food now. That's awesome, Terry. Me too.
We're gonna have to do a challenge sometime where I make a pair of pants and get judged by you.
You are so competition driven. I'm gonna say they're great. I'm gonna clap like
No,
any more people.
no. There has to be. No, I'm not competition driven. I was just like, I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna
No,
need help.
I get it. I totally get it.
So
That is great, Angela. That is. No, I totally get it. I wish someone was there when I learned to make a lot of things. There were mistakes I made where I'm like, oh, I look back now and laugh. But it's great when you make your own stuff. That's the best advice, freestyle. Absolutely. That's how I learned. I saw something move behind you. I now see it. It's a TV screen. Shut those things off. Terry, you should. When my son isn't here, when I hear something outside, I'm like, I scream, "You better be a raccoon! You better be a skunk!" And it's always a skunk, raccoon, or a squirrel, or a possum. There's a company that wants to build a data processing compound because we have cooler temps. Oh, fresh water and all that jazz. Because the Greenlanders said, heck no. Yeah, because what happens is they'll use all that to cool their equipment. Just wear what you have as long as it fits.
Yep.
Because the plant would pollute everything around it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my God, Jerry, I laugh my ass off at the people who think they're going to grill all their own food. I grill most of my food. I get judged when I go to the grocery store and they're like, you don't have any vegetables. They're literally in my backyard, guy. The lady at Walmart gave me a hard time. She's like, you don't have any vegetables. I looked at her and I said, I grow my vegetables. And if I had to, I would be an unwilling vegetarian. No, I wouldn't. People have roosters. People have roosters and chickens around here. Shuttle and needle tatting beach and mechanics for YouTube here. I got a little creeped out. I can save you from here, but scream away. I'm ready. I'm ready. I have quite a few things to protect myself under here. Like my duster. You mess around, I'm gonna dust you. I got quite a few things to protect my. I'll run. I am fight and flight. I will run and punch at the same time. I'm fight and flight at the same time. Oh,
That's funny.
it's so funny when my son's here. I feel so much. I'm like the lion walking around the perimeter. When I'm by myself, I'm like peeping out the window. Oh, good times. There we go. What are you making, Jess?
That's a very good question. Hold on, I'll unpin this and I can show it to you because I've just finished a block.
Every time I
I'm
see it,
making my lattice quilt. So I got it for my birthday 2 years ago, and I got to finish it. So, okay.
every time I see your show, it's 48. So I think I'm 49. I love that.
Oh, but oh, there it goes.
Oh, that
There's
is Twinny McTwins over here doing artwork while I'm waffling. That's
Oh, no.
beautiful.
But yeah, I made 2 of these while we've been streaming today. So
That's amazing.
yeah. Thank you.
I absolutely love that.
Thank you.
And Terry, I'm telling you, growing food has cut down my bill. I don't grow celery, and I do eat celery, so I do buy certain things, but it's brought the price down.
We
With
were
my
talking
goal-
today.
Go ahead.
The dog Flash, she likes to I have to move my water spigot because she will take the hose, and because I have an automatic watering system for my garden, and as soon as she hears it click on and she hears the water running through it, she'll grab the hose and pull it and run with it. And then it's like she's yanking it out of the house. Like she doesn't understand. We don't play with that. And so I've been asking for a new water spigot for over 2 years last year. I didn't have a garden last year because of it. I refused. And so apparently this week somebody's going to be coming and fixing the spigots so I can start getting my garden together. I'm so excited.
Dude, hound dogs, you have talked me out of a hound dog. Like your dog is full, like that's a dog. That's a DAWG.
Oh, she's a dog.
That's
She
a
is a
dog.
Okay, basset hounds are not the most intelligent animals in the world. I can't say that about other hounds. They have beautiful noses and they can find anything for you. Absolutely. But thank you, Brenda.
Absolutely. Your skills are amazing, Twinny McTwin.
Oh, should I make a dress out of that pattern?
Yes.
I'm thinking
Yes. Absolutely.
floral or floral, like with flowers, or solids. That's the next question.
Well, whatever I am in my 80s phase, so I say fuchsia, electric blue, neon green,
80s
orange.
been out. 80s are over with now.
Oh, I'm all styles. I'm in style, out of style. I'm Schrodinger's fashion person.
I'll put a picture of this quilt on my YouTube page, or just what I have on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 12 of the blocks done, so I'll make a
I
video.
agree with the basil thing too. Why buy basil at the store once for $3 when I can grow continuously? I agree. I've gotten a celery bottom sticking in there. I'm obsessed with celery. Really, it's because I eat it with ranch dressing. Let's be real.
I have planters outside my huge windows because I live in a Cape Cod house, and I thought about putting mint in those this year with my plants. So when I open my windows, I smell the mint. I think that would be really pretty.
Oh, okay. But if you plant mint now, you will have it there 1,000 years from now. Someone's gonna be like, "Who planted mint here?"
Oh, but no, they're in the planter boxes. They're going to be in boxes.
I have wild mint growing around my house. When I find that person who planted that mint, I will fight you. There is mint everywhere, anywhere like under my sunflowers. There's mint in my I have what are those trees called again? The pink one in front of my house.
Crepe myrtles.
I have 2 crepe myrtles, and under my crepe myrtle is I have a bunch of petunias and mint. I don't know. Mint just grows wild.
You have something else too. I actually stopped your video and looked at your plants. I know this is horrible. It's not really
But it's
horrible.
okay, step away.
I'm like, oh, what are those behind him? But they look like you have like a lily of a sort, but it's not a lily. It looks purple, but I don't know. It might just be how, because it's nighttime too.
We also my gardener plants a lot of stuff in front of my house, so I have white and purple plant flowers. I don't know what they are. The lily ones. Which ones have the cup? The
Well,
giant
they
cup.
look like daylilies, but
Yeah.
they don't. But they're not yellow. Are they white?
I have white and purple flowers.
Okay. Just asking for a friend.
There's so much stuff. Like the front of my house, I swear people walk by and throw seeds in front of my house. Just stuff just grows there. I have green onions growing in front of my house. I have whatchamacallit? I don't know. I grow so much stuff. It's insane. Lemongrass. And that's just the front of my house.
You have lemongrass, yeah.
The basil grow. It makes it smell so nice here. Do you know, Terry, it's so funny. I always forget I have green onions until they get cut. And they're right by my front door. Laugh out loud on Barry Bonds. The 80s are over. I want to see some Barry Bonds action. I love the smell of chocolate mint. I have spearmint everywhere, Jennifer. It's the strangest thing. And that's why I'm kind of glad this time of year comes around. My sunflowers are going to come back. I love my sunflowers. I don't know who planted them, but they come back in just with friends. Every year, my sunflowers come back by I have at least 30 just on the side of my house. And then I have rogue ones that come up.
I want to plant sunflowers this year. I have like a white picket fence that separates the neighbors. And my blackberries got destroyed by my hound dog. And so
I'm telling you.
I don't have blackberries this year now either. So I'm okay. I'm learning. So anyway, I'm thinking about all different sizes between the mammoths all the way to the dwarf sunflowers and just planting them all along the side of my house. So I thought that would be cute.
I will definitely mail you some lemongrass. And Denise, one of the reasons I don't make videos is because after all the toiling, about a month or two from now, the greatest feeling on earth is when I'm in my backyard, everything's green. And when I live near a mountain, so when that sun hits that mountain, my backyard it's this weird twilight.
Yeah.
I enjoy the fruits of my labor. I love sitting in my backyard with the fountain on. It makes me feel civilized. I go back there. I'll turn the fountain on and drink coffee in the morning and unplug it, come back, turn it back on in the afternoon. My sunflowers reseed themselves. It's insane how much. They're already coming back. I was
wondering if that's what they did.
Well, what happens is the ants will bring the seeds underground. And, they sprout because they're like, I'm going to save this. And the seeds like, I have other ideas. All you see on his monitors are 80s stuff, isn't it? I'm obsessed with the 80s. I love early 1980s stuff.
It's the best decade, y'all.
We love sunflowers. We grow them every year. When I was a kid, my mom had those massive sunflowers, and we would always cook the seeds. Sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds, I was obsessed with as a kid.
Have you ever taken flowers and this is like pretty much for the chat and you, but like and put them in colored water and like the white flowers and then watch the flowers turn color because they're soaking up the color from the water?
I've never seen that.
We'll have to do a science experiment someday. It's fun.
Would you say, Willis? Do you know what's so funny? I wanted to live that life. I wanted a rich man from Manhattan to adopt me. I watched every episode of Different Strokes when I was a kid. I
Yeah.
loved that show. I wanted that life. I was so disappointed when I went to Manhattan and I couldn't go in a high-rise building.
Oh, they won't let you.
Different Strokes. I was obsessed with that show. He put some 70s and 60s stuff on too. Kilroy, you got me obsessed with the original Hawaii 5-0. He just said, you have a gardener and tell him, oh, you want to, my gardener only does my front yard. My backyard would cost a lot of money because I overgrow everything on purpose. Like I let my tree overgrow. And so my gardener only does my front yard. And it's sad because it's truly keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
So he plants his beautiful flowers. Like he's a good guy.
Well, it would. It might mess up his algorithm too, Denise. If he was to post things on this channel, he would have to start a whole new channel for it, because all of a sudden, the interwebs are saying, "Oh, he's a gardening channel now. He's talking about gardening. He's talking about this and that." So, because I fight with that too, because I want to do other things on my channel, but I'm like, no, I can't, because it messes my whole algorithm up. And instead of pushing sewing content out the way that I have been, like when I did my cooking content was it this past fall, it messed me all up, because if you look at a snapshot, it says that because I had Flash in there, I had cats, like my whole snapshot says that I am an animal channel, a cooking channel, and something else, and it still says that, and I can't get rid of it. I don't know how. It's so weird.
I can't get a copyright strike for my own stuff, can I?
No.
I don't know why last Saturday's stream got taken down, and I'm really like weirdly paranoid about it. But I have footage of my garden actually from last year. I make ASMR videos, but no one really watches them. In Williams climate, oh yeah, we can reseed themselves with wild abandon. Michigan, not so much. It's crazy. I have potatoes inadvertently. Everything reseeds itself. I am like the inadvertent farmer because I do it for a living, and so I didn't want to do it at my house, and I inadvertently do it at my house. Yeah. Make a Hawaii 5-0 outfit. You know what's really funny? I want to. If anyone's, I believe his name's Adam Sows. He makes all his shirts he wears. It reminds me of Hawaii 5-0. It does. I'm gonna make one. He's already has 2 copyright strikes. The algorithm is never gonna like it. YouTube has come after me. They have. They don't like the fact that I use real music. That's what happened to me, but I don't worry about the channel so much. It's a hobby for me. Absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I had a Hawaii pre-50 party. I love that. I absolutely love that, Angela. Oh, I forgot what I was going to show. I was going to show something and I completely forgot. I know Adam from way back. And so he totally reminds me. Every time I see him, I'm like, I need to make a shirt. And I have a pattern. I have the pattern for that shirt.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Kiva. How are you? Welcome in.
Great to see you. Jess, you have something in your email. Now I just have different strokes for different folks stuck in my head now. Oh, dude. Man, this is what I was going to show you. This, I'm going to make it big. There we go. This is my backyard. To the right. Oh, hear that? You hear those chimes?
I feel it.
It's really windy during the summer. It'll be hot and windy. But oh, look at my Nikes. I only wear those during the summer. But you can't see it, but everything to the left is grapevines under my my evergreen tree. In front of me is the fruitless mulberry, and behind me, those are my grape arbors.
Yeah.
And I have nothing but old furniture back there because I think every backyard should look old timey. I literally call it my secret garden. Like, I go back there and sew. Like, quite honestly, this is my happy place.
Yeah.
And I built that fountain with help when I was 12 years old. I see a hat sewing. I love, and that's only, this is only one corner of my backyard, but I love my backyard. I would be sitting out there as much as Terry, I jump in that thing. I sit in there cross-legged. When my son was little, he'd tell everybody, I have a pool at my house.
No. Oh,
He told everybody, I have a pool.
I love that.
That is like my happy place. So I will be rescuing my backyard because it's been a rough winter. I love that. I'm not kidding you when I say I go outside and I sit in the grass. I'm not kidding you. I need nature. I need to be outside.
Mhm.
I'm just one of those people. Thank you. So that's a preview of what you're gonna see this summer. And I've always wanted. I try to do a live stream with my fountain. My fountain's too loud for modern microphones,
Mhm.
and you don't realize how loud the splashing is until you get it on a microphone, and that's all you hear.
Yeah, and you would have to hold back you'd have to hang back the chimes so they wouldn't
Oh,
there'd be
there's.
two speakers too.
I have so many chimes. I forget that they're there until it's a windy day.
Yeah.
I miss those days, Terry. I miss those days. Oh, when he was a little guy. That's a real serial killer planning type of scene. You have to have peace, Kilroy, when you're planning the next hit. You have to have peace. I have a puddle at my pile of snow. Absolutely. You're supposed to be barefoot in the grass. I have walkways around my fountain. And I have to justify buying all these shoes that I have. So I'm like, okay, you're the outfit, you're the fountain shoes. I was William. I need nature too. Donnie says I get happier when spring comes. I'm the same way. I
Me too.
for as much as I like, this is my happy place too. But I don't come in here until night, especially during the summer. There are a couple of fast food chain restaurants that have announced that they're going to be using AI to monitor employees' politeness to customers. You're laughing tonight, William. I wish I was a lanthanite. I do collect like I'm a lanthanite, and it's so funny. I watched Strange New Worlds last night. I watched the episode where she pulled the phones out on the Enterprise. Whoa! Oh, don't make me start singing the Doors. There's a killer on the road. Doom, 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 doom. Riders on the storm. He's literally singing about the freeway killer in the 1970s. My niece's daughter told me, Daddy gave me crayons, but not for eating. I would have died. I laughed so hard. I miss that. See, I miss when kids would say crazy stuff. Oh, I'm excited for Time Chase next week. I need more
Me too.
daylight. It's always strange when I'm at work and I can tell what time of day it is by when the sun comes up. So I get thrown off. Especially this time of year. I'm gonna not be dramatic though, because every year I say that daylight savings has ruined my life. But really, it's either taken away or added an hour to my day, really.
Yeah, I feel that way too.
I thought you were sewing something. Why'd you stop? Union break. I gotta take at least 2 10s in a half an hour, or 115 in an hour. Just came and got me in my register and told me I need to take my 10.
I did. I came in to relieve.
I was looking for a pattern for a mini backpack. I want to get into bag making, but more for groceries. I need to get off my duff. I think after I make my jacket, I'm gonna start. I need to make bags. If I showed you how many paper bags I have in my house, you'd be like, "You're crazy."
There's a really simple pattern that I think I still have it. It was free, but it's a it's a market bag. That's what it's called. So it has like a big bottom, and if you need it, and then it's pretty, like the handles are pretty substantial too. So it was fun to make. That's how I bring. I don't use the plastic bags anymore. I just bring my own bags wherever I go.
They no longer have plastic bags here, but my thing is they use paper now. And asking for a friend, isn't that just as environmentally unsound? Or am I
Yeah.
just being pedantic?
Well, they're making money off of it too, so they're thinking papers. The recycling for paper is simpler than plastic and it's not as damaging. So they're gonna go paper over plastic.
It's just weird to me. I don't know. Paper, it. I've seen paper mills. It's a traumatic experience to make pressed cardboard, to make all of
Yeah.
that. The
Mhm.
the mulching process, the drying process, it's
Yeah.
just as traumatic, So I know, but don't mind me. I work here.
Oh, don't take my line.
I
Oh,
have no idea what I'm doing. I just work here.
I just work here. I'm here. Only
Look for
the kids
someone.
will never know what it's like to cover their books with paper.
I still do.
Yeah. But
I
do you draw on them still and like write, I have a crush on whoever? And I'm
no.
saying
I
that's what
don't
girls
like.
what we used to do. Or sign books. We were so corny. I loved it.
Just
Oh, I
millions.
miss
Or do you like me? Take a box, yes or no.
it. I know.
Robert Kaufman has free patterns on his website. I'm gonna have to check that out. It's
Yes.
called
Yes,
Grocery
yes.
Bag. It's easy. I'm gonna have to check that out. I need to get off my duff. I have a bag pattern. I just need to do something about it.
I like your bag pattern too because it makes it's bigger at the bottom than at the top. Like it comes in on itself a little bit. And I think
Let me see
it
if
would work really well.
did I put it over here or is it somewhere else? This
You're
is
right,
my
Steven. Not all states use daylight saving time like Arizona.
uh,
So, in some parts of Idaho, I think, and Wyoming, I think there's places up there too.
this is the one I want to use.
Yeah. Hi.
I knew you were gonna say that. So I saw someone
I've gotten
who
so
put it on
used to it.
I buy in a grocery store is in plastic and they call. Yeah, that's so weird to me. I just don't get it.
Mm.
I just don't get it. Some of the states don't use daylight savings time. We were mind warped with all this craziness. I remember COVID and all the mass people eat plastic, and we all survived. I agree. 100%. We homeschool our kids, and I showed them making book covers with brown paper bags last year.
What's the
Jennifer and I are very much alike because my son's homeschooled as well. I still cover books. This is Status Seekers. I take this with me everywhere. It's a book written in the 1920s, and it's still relevant to this very day. I believe it's Vance Packard who wrote this book. Let's just hold on. Status Seeker. Yes, Vance Packard. This book is from the 1920s. It still applies to this very almost This book is 100 years old. It still applies to this very day.
Wow. How much fabric do you need for the bag? Like, what does it tell you for the bag and the lining and everything?
Fourth of a yard and a fourth.
Okay.
Some of it's like, it just depends on the size of the bag. Like, I want to make the A one. That's
like
huge.
that.
But then I have this as well. But this is more of like a square bag.
Yeah, that's what I make right now. Where'd you get the patterns from?
Walmart.
Okay.
Both from Walmart. I swear sometimes I'm the only person who goes to that, at least the one by my house. Because I would move a pattern and come back 2 weeks later, it's still sitting where I put it. So I was the only person buying pattern. I used to like the Sunday comics for the newspaper. You brought, heck yeah, I would do that. And I remember erasing on Peachy folders, and you could erase a picture on there. Capitalism was in this country. That's awesome. I'm obsessed with old books, Jennifer. I'm obsessed with old books, and I like seeing comparison of how we lived 100 years ago compared to now. And we're now coming into the point where we have film. Like right now, 100 years ago, Charlie Chaplin was king. Fatty Arbuckle was on trial. I watched the 1920s channel on YouTube. It's not like I'm too apprised of the 1920s, but I live that. Keep it. Don't let it go of any books. Angela, I still have all my college textbooks. I have thrown nothing away, but I'm of the mindset of like, I paid $300 for those books 27 years ago, so I'm gonna keep them. That's crazy if you think about it. They were $200, $300, 27 years ago. I've seen that. That's a circle and puts it up to surround the groceries. I've seen one that's a circle and it puts it up to surround the groceries. Crazy. Today you need to hold into books because it's too easy to change or erase digital history. I'm in the process of duplicating my physical library into ebook form. Which do you prefer, though, Kilroy? Because I had every Carl Sagan book ever made, and then the tablet broke. And it took me 3-4 years to find all the books. And I mean physically find the books. I was like going around buying them, not just, aside from the Bible, keep your dictionaries. I have a dictionary. When I was a little kid, it seemed like it was this big. The book, I would hold it like this. It's this big. It's a big dictionary. But when I was a little kid, it was the biggest book in the house. They're still $200 to $300. So factory and college books have actually gotten cheaper. It's crazy. They were $300 27 years ago. I kept all of them. And I know I bring it up, but during COVID, I finished a course that I didn't finish during college. I was like, "Hey, I'm bored. Let's finish this course." 20 years later.
I know. I thought about taking like a chemistry course just to keep my brain going. So
Absolutely. If you ever need a physics, I have all kinds of books. And I bought it because it has a lot of sewing curriculum, but I have a home economics curriculum book.
oh wow.
And it's really funny. I bought it, and when I was flipping through it, it gave me topics for my live streams. So if you ever see me pop up with random topics, is that I got it from that book. And I'm like, hey, I should ask my audience this, So that book actually was a positive book.
We didn't have home economics in high school or anything like that.
We didn't mind. We did. And I always tell the story, and people are like, what? The football coach walked in and was like, next semester, you should play football. He walked in the next day, and he's like, next semester, you're playing football. because I was bigger than everybody else. And he
Yeah.
would walk through all the classrooms. The way I'm duplicating my library will mean I can copy it as many times as I want to any device I want to. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I physically collect DVDs is because, like, we're not going to have Paramount Plus forever. Apparently I'm obsessed with CBS shows, but like, I was watching MacGyver on there forever, and then they took it off.
Mm.
And so I went out and bought all the MacGyvers. You know, they keep changing all that. Oh, all that. Keep your books. I agree. I still have all the books from my parents' library from when I was a kid, and I have all the books from my grandfather's library in storage.
Oh, wow. You're gonna have quite a library when you get them
Yeah.
all out.
I'm not kidding you. I am.
Is that going in the museum too?
It's going to be in my secret room. I need my books near me. It's going to be in the room I hang out all the time. You need a study. I feel like having a study makes you 10 times more intelligent. I grew up in a house with a study, and if I had a question, I wouldn't even ask my parents. I'd go to the encyclopedia. I'd go find the book on birds. Why is this bird red? Why is this bird this or that? Because we had books about it.
No, it's like our parents have trained us. Oh, you want to know the answer? Well, let's go to the library. Let's go get a book, and we can read all about it.
My
Because we didn't have the
grandfather,
internet at our fingertips like our kids do today.
that was my grandfather. My grandfather was always like, I'd go up to him and be like, look how buff I am. And he'd grab your head and be like, keep working out. You need to read more books.
Oh,
He would go like this. If you flex, he'd grab your head. He'd be like, nope, read more books. Read more books.
oh, I love that.
Oh yeah.
Cool,
My grandfather.
Grandpa.
Oh, he was a principal. He was big on education.
I was going to ask you if that was the same grandpa.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The education was his thing, you know.
Yeah.
Because of them. Oh man, I'm aging myself. I have all the Reader Digest books.
Mhm.
Where you'd actually get an actual book. Well, they would give you excerpts, but they would, you know. I have a ton of Reader Digest books. Go grab an opposite. Like, I save my important documents to a flash drive.
Mhm.
I saw a commercial on YouTube for a tool that lets you copy a book. Okay, I don't know, yeah, but you have to take a picture of every page. I could fly through a book faster than my phone could read to me. I have turned into a math teacher. Do you know, I knew a math teacher that every time he pulled out a calculator, he would put the problem on the board. And then he'd bring you up and sit you down, like, all right, we're gonna race. And he would do the math problem faster than the person typing it in the calculator.
Oh, it's what I aspire to be eventually in life.
ABC for MacGyver, you added a network. He's on I have Paramount Plus, and he's on all the MacGyvers are on Paramount right now, even the new one, which I still haven't watched. I have about 10 books. After losing them, I don't replace them too much. Do you know that's when this room got flooded? There was a few that I was really discouraged about. I lost a bunch of books. Like, I had an Egyptian hieroglyphs book. I'm still kind of mad. I don't even want to talk about it. I had to throw away, like, just stuff that was priceless to me. I had to throw it away. We are the generation of go look it up. Absolutely. I knew not to ask my parents because they would tell me, go look it up. The last time I had less than 10 books when I was 2. That's one thing I want to do, though. I need to find someone that has a little guy or gal, because I have an inherited library of children's books, and all the way up to like backyardigans to modern stuff. Like, I have Peter Cottontail all the way up to like the Nick Jr. stuff. I have little Einstein books, all kinds of stuff. So if anybody has a little one, let me know. I'm gonna do to you what my brother did to me. He's like, here is 700 books. And he ran. And he literally ran. I heard a comedian say she told her kids to find an answer in an encyclopedia. Find who was the 33rd president. He went to the W. Oh no! Oh
Ooh.
no!
Oh,
Oh,
baby.
my daughter replaced a few of my books with beautiful bound copies. I lost them in a hurricane. I'm
Yeah,
still so
Andy.
sorry, Carrie. I am
Yeah.
so sorry. I'm a brown too. I'm like that. Whenever I see anyone that has my name, I'm like, "Hello, William." I will. If you have the same name as me, I will annoy you because I'm gonna say William like 15 times. You can rag on kids for not knowing how to do old things, but they're the folks that go ask for help with your cell phone. Hey, this is real. I walk up to my son like sad faced. He's like, "What do you need?" Sit down. Come on, come sit down. I'm like, my phone's locked. I don't know why. He's the one that showed me how to use the ID thing on my computer, but I don't trust it because I can touch open my computer. Okay,
Yeah.
I had my son do it, and the computer opened up.
You guys must have similar, yeah.
This happens also with biometric gun cases, where someone's kid has walked up, put their thumb on it, and it opens right up. Because I always wanted one, and then I heard horror stories of thumb reader cases.
Yeah.
You never know, Brown's rule. I am so sorry, Carrie. But yeah, I have a ton, I don't know. So oh wow, this one. Wow, why are you so low? My 2019 tablet is going through it right now.
Did it need to be updated?
I think it's trying to quit.
Oh, it said I'm done.
Yeah. Not funny to me. Those how to explain the difference between a dictionary and encyclopedia to a kid. None of us did. Thank you. That's right. I heard it all. I heard it all. I'm so sorry. Ugh. You know what, my grandfather was an educator, so he was all about the life lesson. I never
Yeah.
made it to the Olympics though. He would always tell me and my cousins like, one day. I think it's because we were the generation of the OOs. He was like, "You're going to be in the Olympics." Because to the, the older generation, they thought the 2000s we were going to be living in the clouds like the Jetsons,
Oh, yeah.
and
Well,
so that
he saw so much innovation in his lifetime, from where the beginnings until, later on in his life. So,
my grandma was born in 1919. My grandfather was born in 1920.
mhm,
And so they saw the world from that perspective.
exactly. And
They
I
even
mean, depression and everything.
like I watch a lot of Johnny Carson, and when I hear the old movie stars talk, my grandparents talked like that. They even had a different cadence 100 years ago of how people
Mhm.
talk. You know,
Yeah, I do. My my nana, when I took care of her and stuff, she was born in 26 or 32. What's one of those? Maybe it was 32. But just what she would say and talk to me about was just so different, and she just like, I can't believe just how much has happened in my lifetime, and just wait until what happens in yours. So,
Terry, I have Wuthering Heights in my living room. I read Wuthering Heights as a kid. Nights in Rodan. What else? The Big 2000 Fake Out. Wait, when was your grandma born? My grandma was born in 1919. And she died. She passed away 2 months before her birthday. Her birthday was February 1st. And she died 2 or 3 months before her birthday. So she was 99, but in my mind, she made it to 100.
yeah,
She
she
al-
did.
and she had 12 sisters, and she was the youngest. So they all lived to be over 100.
Wow, that's amazing.
And so she, yeah, I miss my grandmother. They scared us like the world was going to stop. The edge of the pages are gold. I absolutely loved that book. That reminds me when I was a kid. I would just pick a book up, like, what is this? And start reading. That's what got me into Sherlock Holmes. My parents had a ton of Sherlock Holmes. My dad was born in 1919. Oh my. My dad died on February 2nd. It's wow. Well, Y2K was like acid rain. It would have caused huge problems, but lots of people worked long hours to fix it. My grandfather will be 100 this year. That's awesome.
Well, congratulations. That's amazing.
You getting tired, Twin Me Twin? I'm just going to run to the can real quick.
Oh, I'm great.
Language shifts
Everything's-
every day. You know what's funny, Dre? I actually have a problem with this. I don't like the fact that some of the words that I use mean different things. 2,000 hoops out of time. Part like it's 1999. Absolutely. My grandparents enriched my life, and they showed me that the world is a humongous place. They were travelers. They loved going around the world, and so they showed me, you know, even to them, like every year they would take me and whoever else wanted to go to SeaWorld, to like all the amusement parks on the way back home.
Yeah, because you went down to Mexico with them, right?
Well, they had a house in Mexico,
Yeah.
which eventually got bought out. So that whole area is a sandals it's a sandals resort now. That whole area. Of course, Angela, I have like my grandparents, they were a huge influence in my life. I try to do that with my son. My son gets so mad at me. I'm like, we're going to read. And he's like, I'm 16. I was like, I don't care. We need to sit there. We still need some reading time.
Oh, definitely. We got to get off our technology.
I get Scientific American magazine. I ask him every year. I'm like, hey, man, like, what magazine do you want? I'll get you MMA. Like, what do you want? He doesn't want one because he knows I'm going to sit down next to him and make him read it.
But he might be missing out on some really important things.
When I was a kid, I can't believe I'm admitting this. I was in the Star Trek fan club. So every month I would get a Star Trek magazine. I still have all of them. And one day in my studio, I will pull out all those posters. I'll pull out the Worf poster, the Picard poster.
Yeah.
Dr. Crusher. Oh.
So we're going to have a room that's dedicated to Star Wars.
I so agree. Star Trek.
Star Trek, Lo Siento. I'm so sorry. Yes, that's
Okay.
fine.
Recycling our phases, not a fan either. Jennifer agrees with you.
Thanks.
You know what it is my son, what does he say? He says low key, and I'm like, wait a minute, my generation said that.
It came back. They say it. It's that
crashing
generation.
out. I'm gonna say this. I'll be right back. I have to go. I have to use the SOAS room. I don't like crashing out. Sorry. He says it all the time. He's like, this person crashed out. I'm like, did they like run into a wall?
Yeah. Their words mean so many different things than what our words meant back in the day. And it's even true with East Coast / West Coast words. Like I've gotten to know. Like I'll say something and William will be like, that's not what it means.
We speak we speak a completely different language. Some words deceptively are fighting words here on the West Coast.
And I said, I'm going to need a dictionary if I ever move that way. I will need to know. I will need a sidekick. I will need an assistant.
Kilroy, everything I owned smells like Captain Black. I quit smoking years ago. I quit smoking nicotine years ago. My entire storage unit smells like Captain Black. Still, Still, every time I open it up, it reeks of nicotine.
Oh my word. Yeah. So I just find it amazing, just what kids are saying nowadays and how they're using it. Like I listen to my daughter, they're both gamers. Both my children are gamers. Um, after they get their homework done and all, and some chores, they can play on games and they build things and just help. I don't know everything that they do, but they stream with their friends and stuff like that, not online or anything that I know of. I haven't come across them yet, but I just remember the first time they go. Um, I was on Discord and they're like, "You know what Discord is, Mom?" And they just couldn't believe it. They just thought it was more of a them invention instead of people in their 40s could be using and hanging out and talking and using as avenues of communication. But no, it's really fun watching them and just listening to them talk to their friends. My daughter's so loud. Like I could be in here. My youngest, I think she might need hearing aids. I tell her just the words they use. It's just so interesting.
I tell my son all the time, use inside voice. All the time. He'll scream in my ear.
I told all my fourth graders Friday, I was like, I'm bringing the nurse in and you're all getting hearing tests. You are, every single one of you. I don't think you can hear yourselves. I really don't. You're screaming. They're talking louder than I do when I'm teaching.
I tell my son all the time, I don't know if that doctor was right or not, but we need to get your ears checked, son.
Yeah. I was like, do you get wax buildup? Do you? And like I'm asking them all these questions, and they're like, no. I was like, oh, we might
In
need to
my
get
family, though, my family were screamers, and it came out years later that my dad just needed a hearing aid. So we were all loud, but the man was ignoring us for like 30 years.
Mhm.
Language changes all the time. Don't believe me? Read Chaucer. He wrote in English, but a way different form of it today. Oh, I watched this one channel, and they always talk about why you wouldn't survive in the 1600s. They didn't even speak the same. They spoke English, but it was Middle English, not like what we speak.
Yeah.
We wouldn't recognize not one word, not even water.
I'm going to need hearing aids when I get older. I'll tell you that right now. Sometimes I'll be right next to somebody and I can't hear what they're saying, and I'm not choosing to ignore them. I just can't. But everyone if I look back in my family history, everyone wears hearing aids. So
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't put it past me. And I was on a lot of farm equipment and lawn, and like I didn't wear ear protection for like the first 25 years.
That was my dad's excuse. He had a legitimate excuse. He was on the old diesel Navy ships, and he was an engineer. So he was down there with all the clanking. So he had a real excuse for being deaf.
When I hear ringing in my ears, I'm like, oh, there goes another octave.
In Ohio, green peppers are called mangoes. And yes, it's pop. When I went up north, I did not understand the heated debate for pop versus soda. Pop and soda is a regional thing in the U.S. Absolutely. In Oregon, they call it pop. In California, we call it soda.
Like pizza and pie. Like, hey, we're going to go get a pie down at the, but they're talking about pizza.
Okay, but to be fair, I've never known anyone who wasn't a New Yorker that didn't say pie. To be fair.
There's some people in Jersey that do it too.
Okay. I have never met anyone who wasn't an East Coaster. Let's go get a pie. Blueberry? Are we talking about raspberry? Pumpkin? No, a pizza pie.
Oh. I'm going to start saying it now.
I didn't know what she was talking about. You know what's so funny? I grew up with a lot of people that were transplants from New York, and so we would have that discussion as a kid. We'd have that discussion a lot. What do you call mangoes? Sometimes we can hear because we don't care. That's real. I do tune people out. You know what though? I live in where people freak out all the time. It all sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh man, it all does. We don't eat real mangoes. Never seen them in the grocery store. I'm not a fan. When I was a kid, I used to eat a lot of mangoes. We call it soda pop in Nebraska. In my youth,
Your youth.
you know, your youth or your utes.
Oh, youth.
Oh, if you're down in the engine kind of a ship without earbuds, you're lucky if you have any hearing after 4 years. My pops was in the Navy from 1957 until 1973. And he had no, but well, I was oops, we're having a kid, so he was almost a senior. I was at his retirement party. He was deaf. In the South, in a restaurant, the waitress asked if I wanted to pop. It started a who's on first conversation. Absolutely, I'm telling you.
I love that. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that skit.
That's old pizza pie.
Yeah.
I dated a guy named Mango. Bad decision. I've never known anyone not named Mango that wasn't 6'5". So who deemed the peppers mangoes, I wonder? You know what? My grandmother, she called salsa chili. So everything's regional. She'd be like, I need chili. People would bring her pepperoncinis, all kinds of things. She's like, I need chili. And it was salsa. I grew up calling all sodas Coke. Yes, I asked people to get me a Coke. I meant Dr. Pepper. I do this at restaurants. I don't even like Coke. People are like, what drink do you like? A Coke? I actually prefer Pepsi, but I will say Coke because I just want a dark soda.
Well, many restaurants are all Coke anyway. If you look at it,
Most are.
most are. Yeah,
Even
you'll
here.
be. It's few and far between to get a Pepsi restaurant.
Who's on third? I missed that. I love that skit.
Yeah.
My cousin Vinny. I loved that movie. Absolutely, Dre. You're hilarious. I don't know. I'm 64. That's what I always knew them to be. It's always, it's so funny. There's certain things I can't say in California that we there's like certain things we say that are improper. I'm trying to think. I can't even clean that up. My biological clock is ticking. Marissa Tomei, such a good movie. And the Marissa Tomei Seinfeld episode is one of the greatest episodes of all time. When George Costanza finds out that Marissa Tomei likes short, bald men.
Yeah.
That is the greatest episode.
Hi, Liz. How are you?
Discord and TikTok make my brain hurt. You know what's so funny? I don't know how to Discord. I'll admit it. I don't know how to Discord.
Well, I don't know how to TikTok.
You call it dark soda. It's brown soda. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all regional. And when it's Torme, not Torme.
Okay.
Torme.
I thought it was Tormel.
Torme. See, it's my accent though. I have hard R's. It's my Southern California accent. Torme.
Not Torm. Oh.
Tome.
Tomei.
I
Okay.
have TikTok infamous.
Yeah. I can't do TikTok. TikTok's is like a wild brain dump. I can't do it. It's like Pringles. Once you pop, you just can't stop.
Very famously, one weekend I said, all right, I'm going to start a TikTok. I lasted 10 hours and got rid of it.
I hear there's a quilting community on there somewhere, but I've never found them. Like, I found a couple of them, but nothing that's substantial enough to keep me there. So it's
Tomei.
Tomei.
It's my Southern California twain. I call all soda pops Tomei. Oh, I like Torme. You can't blame it on a hard R because there's no hard R. I'm adding an R is what I'm trying to say. Torme. Tome. Tome. Salmon.
No.
Tomato.
Tomato salmon.
Beige. I've never ever worn beige, but I've worn beige. Never worn beige in my life. Beige. I see beige all the time. Somebody was talking about beige earlier, and the Angela was talking about wearing beige.
Yeah, she did. Interesting.
I tried TikTok for a while, just couldn't hang. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
And you know what it is? I'll tell you the honest truth. It made me feel old. It made me feel old. I'm middle aged. Dubrovka, thank you so much for hanging out. I truly appreciate everyone that hangs out. Thank you so much.
Yes, have a great night, Dubrovka, and I'll see you soon.
Do you say
Torlet? Tornado?
or tornado? I would like tomato on my salmon.
I can't with you. Oh.
I always, when I was a kid, I couldn't pronounce L's. I would slang my W's. So I do have a funny accent. I have morphed into the way I speak now. It's very practiced.
Next week is Dr. Seuss week, so we can talk however we want, and it'll be fine.
I need to find that Dr. Seuss hat and run around the room a couple times.
Yes. It's crazy, like, everything day. Like, there's something that I have to dress up as every day. So my teaching outfit video next week, I'll call it a fit because that's what the kids say. It's going to be interesting because I'm actually going to put one together next week. So
I used to always wear. I can't wait for Dr. Seuss week. I will be ready. No one wants to wear beige, but it's a nice fabric. I used to always wear beige. I used to rock khaki suits. I had a beige one, black one, brown one, and then I quit watching Dr. Dre videos. But I'm serious. I rocked khaki suits.
Yeah.
Based on your son's age, you are a senior citizen, W. In my family, yes, I was considered an old maid. Yeah, because I was almost 30 when he was born. I was considered ancient.
Stop. We are not. No.
No, but in my family,
30 having my babies. I'm not old.
My oldest brother is 18 years younger than my mother. So, in my family, people have babies young, and I did not.
Yeah.
To make our tongues not up. Absolutely. I'm starting to think you grew up around illiterates. That's why you talk the way you do. We need to contact UC Berkeley and see if we can get a linguist on this.
Okay.
Yes. Nothing is wrong with beige. And according to his wife, our 44th president only wears beige slacks and white shirts. My grandfather was old school. He always wore some sort of khakis, which usually were beige, because if he wore dark ones, he was going out. So he always wore like some sort of khakis, a white shirt, suspenders, and some sort of flannel on top of that.
So you knew, depending on his outfit, what he was doing.
If it was beige, he was gardening. My grandfather, if you've ever seen The Godfather, my grandfather was like that. He would sit in his rose bed. He would nurse his tomatoes, and he had a huge backyard. So in retirement, he started farming.
I do that too. Like, I'll go out to my tomatoes and I'll prune them and talk to them and go, you're going to make the best yellow tomato I've ever eaten in my life.
I do that with my grapes. I read to them.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, chapter 45.
Oh, yes. Yes. I can't wait to do that to my fluffy butts. My
Great
chickens.
to see you, Liz. Great to see you.
Yes. I'm so glad that you're here, Liz. Thank you for hopping on.
30 to 35 is the average here. People having kids really young is a historical. No, I agree, Kilroy. I was considered old. No, people told me to my face I was considered old because my son, I was 28 when he was born. But then again, my father was my age now when I was born. So there's a trade off.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't imagine.
Having a baby right now.
For as much as I cry about the like, oh, I missed the little guy phase. No.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. No. Like I cried about it until probably about 3-4 years ago. And now I'm like, I can't, no. I couldn't do it.
I took a million pictures so I can look back and cry and remember the moments.
Yes.
And my son took a million selfies when he was a really little guy. So I have all his goofy selfies he took. Like,
my girls did too. Oh.
And he would walk around my job. So I have the 4-foot perspective. That's what I call those pictures.
Yeah.
You're like, why is that picture so low? So low. He was 6 years old. He was like 6 when he was walking around with my phone in his hand.
Yeah, he was following you, see what you were doing.
Heck yeah. I'm not kidding you. We had I still have him. We had coveralls. He was our mascot. I guess I get sensory overload with TikTok. I'm a loner. You know what though? I'm the same way, Liz. TikTok was just too much for me. And I don't judge anyone ever for anything. I still go on the MLB website. I'm a geek. I judge no one. I still go on the NHL website every day because they have I have the King's link. Imagine having 15 kids. You'd have to sell that house and live in a tent in the desert. I'd get a farm. I'd have a working, living farm.
Absolutely.
They'd all have jobs. 15 kids. Woof.
Yeah,
Woof.
my in-law, no, my father-in-law, not my father-in-law, my stepfather. So sorry. His family had 14. So within 20 years, Grandpa Dupree kept saying, I just need more field hands, more people to work. Because their gardens were almost a quarter mile long.
Heck yeah.
They had huge gardens back in the day.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Katie, I'm cold all the time. And my daughter has my heated blanket, and my wool blanket that I normally use now is on my bed. So I had to go to number 3.
My in-laws had 17 porous dirt. My grandma, they were 13 of them. She had 12 sisters and 1 brother.
But they were the happiest people ever, if you think about it. They loved each other. It's like family.
TikTok. I delete them while opening. TikTok is dangerous. My parents, I was the last of 9, and I was a farmhand. Are you kidding me? I come from people who were like, if you live here, you work here. And I'm not, and that's not even resentment. My stepmom was 13 of 16 Catholics from Iowa. I was raised Roman Catholic.
Yeah, they were Catholic too.
We didn't have access to birth control dairy. And I married the middle child. Big mistake.
Oh, I'm the oldest. I don't count my twin as. But I'm taking it and running. I had 4 glorious minutes about being the only child.
You are literally older by the hair on your chinny chin. 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
That's Doctor Who. That is a Doctor Who line. 4 minutes. That's ages. Bring me chess. Bring me a television. Bring me knitting.
Oh my gosh. Look I'm your Doctor Who character.
That is some straight Doctor Who.
I didn't even realize you've been making that reference to me for months. I couldn't say years because it's only been months.
Liz is time traveling. I got this. Liz, your time traveling.
Yeah.
Liz was the one we discovered about time traveling.
Oh, did she used to do it back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a TikTok account, but I didn't get the fascination with it, but I do watch it with the ones from Greenland. I love, you know what? Ah, it's amazing to stay informed. I get caught in the Cheese channels. I'm the
Mm.
youngest. I'm the youngest too, Terry. So I was treated much different than my brothers and sisters, and I am 7 years difference between me and my sister, and she was the youngest till I came around. So I was treated way different. I'm the legend. Yeah, thank you, Liz. You are a legend. You
That's what
are.
you just
Welcome
said.
back. Welcome back. I rarely go to TikTok. Kiva, it just wasn't my thing. I never go on TikTok, no interest. I felt old. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. Because I found like-minded people on YouTube. Like-minded interest things I'm into. I didn't know I was into curling, but I found curling on YouTube. But TikTok just what? I don't know. I'm tactile. I need to touch things. I could talk about all kinds of things, but in the end, I need to I don't know. You are the legendary time traveler, Liz. Never have to apologize.
No.
And I'm using an iPhone 7 as we're talking, so you don't have to worry about old phones. I think my sewing and ranting channel is my iPhone 7. There are many Catholics. Are there many Catholics in Iowa? Thanks to TV and the movies, the impression is towards Methodists and Lutheran.
Mm.
I've been to Iowa. I've been to all these places, but it's more driving through. By the time you came around, folks were crying, Uncle W. Do you want? Do you want? Do what you want. Too much social media. I don't want to be that connected. You know what, Terry? It's funny you would say that. There was a YouTuber. I actually loved her. I followed her on Facebook, followed her on Instagram, and I followed her on YouTube. And I was like, I think I'm stalking her. And I literally unfollowed her on everything except for YouTube because it was weird. Because all of a sudden, every time I opened up, she was there, like any site.
Oh, absolutely. There's people, I mean, I only do Instagram and YouTube. And so if usually I see them on both. So,
Rural Iowa for Catholics.
mm,
I think Twitter X Z A B, whatever it calls itself now, I think they got rid of my account.
oh,
Every time I
interesting.
click on, it's asking me to pay, and it'll download my stuff.
Yeah. So I was looking into that. And like you can have a free account as long as you don't want to be verified.
I'll check.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like I even care. Like the
But
Twitter
I
I
don't
know
right?
has left our region of space a long time ago, so I'm not mad about it.
Yeah. Everything's fine.
My parents retired when they had me. Ah, my family says the same thing. They're like, you got treated way different.
Yeah.
I got you beat. I'm on an antique Android phone. Apple phones confuse me. I'm very old fashioned with technology. I only know Apple. If you handed me an Android, I would starve in the hallway.
I asked my daughter, she has like a Galaxy something. I was like, how do you get to your pictures? I took a picture. I can't find it. She goes, and then she just pops it open. And then I wanted to go somewhere else. I couldn't find anything that I was looking for. I don't understand the format of those phones at all.
I agree. I agree. And Angela, I agree too. I'm not kidding you. When I got rid of Twitter, when I stopped going on Instagram and stuff, my blood pressure went down. And I only go on Facebook when I'm depressed or bored. And so when I'm reaching, when I hit that icon, I'm like, William, do you need a hug right now? Do you need a cookie? I
Oh,
bet if we had some spaghetti, it'd get your blood sugar up.
speaking of cookies, I went down a rabbit hole today.
Uh-oh.
I found my dealer. She was there.
Uh-oh. Okay. I avoided them at both doors. I went to two different stores. I went on the
Oh,
opposite doors.
oh no. When the poster now says cash or card, that's when I get scared because I can't say, "Oh, I don't have cash anymore." because
Yeah,
they're
because
like,
Girl
"Well, we
Scouts
get
are
cards."
honest. Girl Scouts,
They
they're
know
gonna
it,
pull out that
little
card
boys.
reader. They're gonna pull that card reader and be like, "Ma'am, we accept everything except for American Express."
So they have a new cookie out this year, and it tastes like Rocky Road ice cream, they said. And I bought it. And not only did I buy one, but I bought 6 boxes. And I was like, I'll take one of this. I don't want the sugar, the
It's like
shortbread ones. I'll take everything else you have.
I avoided them today. I actually, you know, what's funny? Do you know I
Well, it's
did?
almost the end of their season. They're trying to really get rid of them.
I avoided them.
February is the end.
I couldn't justify. I went to the store. I bought everything. I bought fabric for myself.
Yeah.
I basically indulged. And as I walked out with my Wetzel pretzel in my hand, I was like, William, do not buy Girl Scout cookies.
But they were looking at you in that cowboy hat, and they go, every cowboy buys Girl Scout cookies.
Let me show you. No. I want to show you how I walked past them. Oh, I left my hat on the hat rack.
Oh, you didn't wear your cowboy hat today?
No, I did.
Okay. But y'all, those dealers are real.
But I have
They
a
look
hat
at you with
rack.
those big old brown eyes.
I
and
walked
they say,
past them.
"Please
I'm not
help me."
kidding you. I walked past them like this. I didn't even look them in the eye.
It's hard.
See, I can see where I'm going, but they can't see my eyeballs.
Yeah.
This is how I walk past the Girl Scout cookies. No way. I like cookies and tacos. I'm the same way. Oh
Yeah.
gosh, this is my combo right here. If you go on Whatnot, there is a seller called Crumb by City Cookies, deep dish cookies.
Crumb City Cookies. Crumb City Cookies. I've never even heard of them.
I like to post writings on Facebook and Instagram, but I still limit my scrolling. See, but Liz, you're being productive. You're adding culture to Facebook. I don't want to see that my uncle hates everything.
Yeah.
I don't care. I really want brownies now. I'm the same way.
Me too. I can go make some, Liz, and I'll have them up to you in a few minutes.
There's do you know what I bought twice? Which I always laugh because I don't know if I'll do it a third time, which I might. At my grocery store, they're sold as birthday cakes, but it's literally a whole cookie.
Oh yeah, I've never eaten those.
Oh,
I
I've had one. I almost made myself physically ill last year.
I remember you eating one.
Because Isaiah was like, well, the second one, Isaiah was like, you didn't finish the first one. Don't get the second one. And I got the second one. And I'm like, don't tell me what to do. Don't put baby. Nobody puts baby in a corner. And I almost got physically ill from eating that entire birthday cookie. It's a pan. It's a full circle of a cookie, and it's soft and
frosting, sugar.
They're in Colorado. I try to win cookies every time they're on.
That's nice.
There's a place. There's a really fancy cookie place by my house, and their cookies are like $12, but they're like pieces of cake.
Ooh.
They're literally like this thick.
How do you cook stuff like that? Like seriously,
And
like
it's cooked all the way through too.
Yeah, that's my question. How do you, is it? I mean, it's of course it's what am I trying to say? That setting on your oven, convection. They have to use convection of some sort. But man,
I don't want to dox myself because I could say her name. And she makes cupcakes that are basically it's basically a cake in the shape of a cupcake.
wow.
They're huge. It's like Viking portions.
So I know what I want for my birthday.
I was a Girl Scout leader with my daughter for 15 years, and then I worked at the council for 5 years. I've eaten enough Girl Scout cookies for all of us.
I bet.
Oh, thanks. I wish I had more desserts in my house. Now I'm the same way. I just had dark chocolate with an orange. Oh, orange, almost almond dark chocolate. That sounds amazing.
I've never had that.
That is technically more than one cookie. Okay, Angela, it's just one big cookie. And it says happy birthday. But yeah, you're right. I will never do that again to myself, though. I learned that lesson. sometimes respect Sometimes if you don't respect something, it'll teach you respect. I didn't respect that cookie. And it said, I'm going to teach you respect. I love dark chocolate. Have you ever had an orange chocolate? A chocolate orange?
I don't eat oranges because I'm so afraid of eating a bad one. I don't eat them.
Oh, they used to make chocolate orange. They are the greatest things on earth.
I'd love to have an orange, but every single one of them were sour. And so I don't like sour oranges, and no one's proven to me otherwise. So
I'm literally sitting in an orange field. You can't see it. I'm from where oranges are from, not Florida. And I'm not from Florida, guys. I'm from California. But we grow just as many oranges here. I don't know if just as many,
I
but
guess you need to prove to me that oranges aren't all oranges aren't bitter.
Okay, well, I could take you to a grocery store. They're so fresh. They literally go from the farm to the grocery store here. Like they go 20 feet. They use small spring pan for each cookie. Oh,
wow.
you put too much sugar in the batter and they ran. It wasn't intentional. They also have an auction to win. If you get to, what do you get to tell them what to put in the cookie? Oreos. Laugh out loud, the cookie with a lesson. I'm telling you, it taught me a life lesson. Like, you have limits, sir.
Yeah.
You have limits. So I can't. It's the same thing as when I ate an entire roll cake from Baskin Robbins and got physically ill. Well, I was sick. I was also in my 20s. If I did that now, I couldn't even eat a quarter of it. The Terry's chocolate oranges. Oh, yes.
I don't even know what that is.
Every Christmas I would get a couple of those.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh man. Those and those lifesaver books with all the different lifesavers. That reminds me of Christmas back in the day. Chocolate orange and lifesavers.
But not butterscotch.
Those were always safe. I still don't eat butterscotch. Matter of fact, my pops would go around and collect it. He'd be like, all right, butterscotch tax. I know you're not going to eat it. Hand it over.
I remember that.
What was the orange and yellow candy called, Terry? Get cuties. Okay. Dre,
I like cuties.
I have a cutie problem. See, but again, cuties remind me of sunflower seeds. I might as well just get an orange. It's a lot of work. And you do get a lot of reward with a cutie, much more than a sunflower seed. But I prefer the main source. Now I'm having crazy.
Oh.
I'm gonna be up all night doing laundry anyways.
So do I want the dark chocolate one? Because I'm gonna send one to my house.
Well, excuse me.
I guess they better be the best chocolate in the world.
Okay, I'm not trying to start fights. I'm not when I say this, okay? I respect everyone. I do not like candy corn.
Or the pumpkin ones.
Nope. And my reason is because I ate too much as a kid. I don't like them at all. I'm not a fan of candy corn. Angela, I talk a lot about food. I am perpetually starving. I don't know what's wrong with me. I always talk about food. Matter of fact, I have officially morphed into the gardening, sewing, food life channel. We all liked the dark. Oh, dark.
All right, dark chocolate it is. It's being bought right now. Ooh.
I want chocolate now. I should go scour the kitchen. Do you know what's funny, Liz? Sometimes after the stream, I will go make brownies or something because I'm like, I need something right now. And I always have brownie mix in my house. I don't like candy. Thank you, Marla. Thank you. Candy corn is addictive. Welcome to the Food Network. Thank you.
Yeah. I do use that candy corn stuff for one thing, and when the kids are making graphs, because there's two colors of candy corn and pumpkin. So I just put a mixture in them. And so when I was teaching second grade and teaching graphs, I would put a bunch in a cup and then they would graph it, how much they had. Like Skittles. We do the same thing with that.
My
But other
son
than
is
that, I never even touched it. I can't even stand the smell of it.
oh, my son is obsessed with candy corn, and I forgot about it until he was a little guy, and he'd come get in my face, and I'm like, "Get out of here with your candy corn breath." And
He
um,
knew.
I thought I could cure him of liking candy corn. I bought him a 3-pound bag.
Yeah.
He ate the whole thing. He comes back, he's like, "I need another one, please." So I'm not a candy corn fan.
Hmm.
But like I said, I don't judge anyone. It says no one likes candy corn.
Nope.
Because and you know what, also I talk about it all the time. My parents ate old-timey candy. I don't like saltwater taffy. I don't like any real licorice. Black licorice, why was it invented?
I don't know.
My parents always had black licorice in the house. They knew it was safe. None of the kids touched it. None of us. We were never that hungry, ever.
I'm thinking every time I think of black licorice, I think of Easter and the big jelly beans that you would get, like the egg, like the big jelly beans, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, and then we would sit up and so the white ones and the black ones were nasty because the white ones were like coconut or something.
Ew.
Yeah. And so we'd each get our big bag of, and we'd gamble with them. We'd be upstairs in my bedroom and we each have our own little pile, but we would put those in first because we wanted to give those away. We were such bad kids. We loved it. We loved it.
I've heard of people eating the candy corn by color, Terry. I have.
Oh, I do that too.
And my son thinks I'm insane because I eat these blue frosting cookies and I won't eat the pink, yellow, or green ones. And I tell him they all taste different. And we have the same argument every week. He's like, they don't taste different. I'm like, they do. They do. They taste different to me. So I get the blue frosting because I know what I'm getting. One snack, bag at a time. Love candy corn, pumpkins, all of it. I don't like popcorn. We've had this discussion. I am obsessed with popcorn. I have a popcorn pot. I'm crazy though. You can make homemade Butterfinger candy bars using candy corn.
Nope.
Interesting. That's hilarious, Jazz.
Thank you.
In case you need to know, black licorice will cancel out your birth control pills. Thank you, Denise. I needed to know that. Thank you. No, I don't know that. I don't like black licorice at all.
Wow. That is funny. There must be a chemical that. Wow.
I
Wow.
didn't know that. You learn something new every day. Terry,
Glad I don't have to worry about that.
my son loses it on me on this one. He'll buy the pink cookies and he's like, they taste the same. It's just literally a pound of frosting on a sugar cookie. That's all it is. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with them. My son thinks I'm insane because I only eat the blue ones. They do. They taste different. It's all mental though. It's all environmental and conditional. So, and because of somebody, I watch F1 now, and it's on TV.
Oh, really?
Like, whatever channel is owned by the Kings, it's like a racing channel. So they show motorcycle races, they show F1, they show NASCAR. So
They're starting soon.
What's that?
They're starting soon.
This is, I think, they're advertising for Bristol. So this is the prelims right now.
I watched. They had. I don't know, they were talking about some teams today, and there was like they had all of this, like the history, and they were replaying some races from last year, and especially like the one in London where it was raining the whole time, and it was just everyone was getting in accidents. Yeah, it was quite interesting. But
Whoa. Good Lord, how high were they when they invented that? You know what's so funny? My brother never, ever, ever did drugs. I know for a fact. He was he rarely even drank, but he ate like he smoked weed. He was the most sober human I've ever known in my life. My brother, who went in the military, literally day after he graduated, he got picked up. But he was obsessed with making cakes and candies like that. After 50, you shouldn't be trying to get pregnant anyway.
There you go, William. Don't be getting pregnant on us, okay? No babies.
Don't be spreading rumors. People will believe you.
The first F1
It
race
won't
is
be
next
happening around
weekend.
here. What's that?
So the first F1 race is next weekend. It's in Melbourne.
I'm watching something NASCAR right now, but
Mm,
they're obviously not in. They're like, I don't want to turn the volume on. I don't know why we got a copyright strike a week ago. That stream was completely taken off of YouTube. It was taken off of my thing because
we haven't talked about this yet. No.
usually you get a chance to appeal. But last week's stream, and I think I know what it was.
What did
I
I
think
do?
it was because I watched the 1993 World Series behind me. And I've never had it on screen like that. And I had the whole thing behind me. And that particular channel doesn't allow people to reproduce their stuff.
Was it that obvious? That's what we were watching?
I'm scrambling for ideas. I didn't know one said anything.
Like, was
YouTube
it that, like, if somebody was to watch your channel, would they know that was a 93 game?
But now we have an algorithm watching our stuff. It's not a human.
Yeah.
It's a computer saying, oh, on this screen I caught yada yada yada, you know.
So now I'm thinking, should I go back and look at my stuff?
Well,
Am I missing something? Did I do something?
Like, it's gone.
It's gone.
Like, gone. Like, you can't find it because my live streams have a rhythm, you know.
Yeah,
Monday,
they do.
Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
I can full screen it, and I have all the Mondays. No, seriously, my brain's like so happy. I was like, oh, this is Wednesday, and then I can go back 3 Wednesdays. All I have to do is go down the column. I'm like, okay, I got it. But now I'm not. I can't. My brain won't be happy. Sorry.
So I don't know what it was, but that's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
Because I obsessively watch it, but it's a screen in front of me. And that channel that I always have the football games on, it's called Dave Volsky's Backdoor. I didn't name the channel, but it they don't copyright strike people. That's why I always am showing 1970s and 80s football, because they don't copyright strike people. MLB, since I was a kid, is do not disseminate copy or blah, yada yada yada. Will got pregnant again. Congratulations. He can sew some attorney clothes. Kilroy.
Okay.
We're gonna start
Question.
rumors.
What were we wearing? Do you think maybe something we were wearing?
I agree with Dre. The MLB does not play.
Yeah. Yeah, they're hardcore.
They haven't since day one. That means you're punk rock, absolutely.
I think we need to get the attorney on it.
I didn't. You know what it was? Is one of my computers shut down in a very incorrect manner. It was watching that stream. When it came back on, it said this stream is no longer available.
Do you think it deleted it by accident?
It's off of everything. It's not in my studio. It's not in. Excuse me. Restream will not erase something unless you do. And I did not erase that one, and it was not there either.
So it's not in Restream either?
No.
What?
It's not in my, and if you make a mistake in your YouTube studio, it'll just have a big caution, and it'll tell you why. It'll tell you like, hey, you messed up, yada yada here. you know.
Mm.
And yes, I'm saying yada yada yada. I grew up watching Seinfeld.
Yeah. Interesting. I know I was searching for it. I was like, oh, there's something wrong. There's a glitch somewhere. So I went through like my school account and then I went through my personal account and it's just not there.
Some of these social media accounts get weird glitches sometimes. My Instagram account once accused me of buying followers. I reported it. I absolutely would not buy followers.
Mhm.
I agree. It's just crazy. Do you see the money these people are paying to buy Paramount?
No.
Speaking of which, so if anybody has an extra billion, it costs $2 billion to buy a hockey team.
So you only need somebody with 1 billion. So that means you have the other one?
Yeah. And we're gonna move to Simi Valley and we'll be the Simi Valley Roadrunners.
That's just I know where that is because we've talked about it before. The
No,
Roadrunner, huh?
I saw a jersey like because I watch all these hockey guys now, all these weird things pop up. And last night somebody was wearing an Arizona Roadrunners jersey. They've
Mm.
tried hockey in every city more than once. So back in the days, the NHL tried a team called the Arizona Roadrunners, and that was their logo. It was a roadrunner over the state of Arizona holding a hockey stick.
Did you buy this set jersey?
No,
Okay.
no, but I will. I will be an Arizona Roadrunner one day.
Yes.
One time, my computer sent me a message to my sent. One time, my computer sent a message to my senator that I did not send. I got a call from his office wanting to talk about it, and I had to tell them I think my computer messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, somebody must have hacked into it. I don't know. That's all I can think of.
I send I send crazy emails because my middle name is Karen. Right now, I'm in an email
Same.
battle with someone who's ripping me off.
It's my
Where's
company.
Cynthia tonight? Cynthia has a life, and if you're listening, you're missed. My Instagram hasn't had any problems since so, but it might be a technical glitch. And I'm also thinking YouTube had a lot of problems last week. I think a lot of videos might have got erased. I think I might be lucky with that video being erased. I think I might have gotten away lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like I think there was a bigger glitch than we think.
Yeah.
Because YouTube went down for a while, you know?
We did have, was it Saturday that it was Saturday because I was talking on Phoenix's channel, but no one could hear, no one could see what I was saying. She was having a glitch with YouTube. And there's other glitches that happen too. I wonder. Oh, that's a good hit right there.
So you think it's because of all the massive problems that were going on?
Probably.
Because there's a reason why I do the same thing over and over as far as music and stuff is because I know it won't get a copyright strike, except for Curtis Blow.
I wonder if, did I post anything on Saturday? I wonder. No, Saturday was QuiltCon day. I might have posted something Saturday.
Denise, every single short I post, it says the music underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Every single, especially when it comes to the non-copyright strike stuff. So
Yeah,
you think? So I'm going to ask again. You think I should do a short with my jacket?
well, yes.
I keep on forgetting to do that tonight. While I'm cleaning, I'll jump around my house. I'll definitely make a post.
No, there's like, I mean, there must be a glitch going. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna just shut my mouth.
YouTube chat went to all
we need to do that.
Spanish the other day. I would have thrived.
No, when seriously, my YouTube started dubbing, you know that, and I was Arabic, And then it went to some other language, and I was like, "What in the world's going on? There's something wrong. I am not speaking French today." Like, and I had to look, and somehow it had said that I'm French or whatever, and I think it was last weekend.
What?
Yeah, I was listening to everything was in Arabic. I was like, I have no idea.
There's an episode on Star Trek Discovery where the universal translator goes out and they're on the bridge and everybody's speaking a different language. And then you realize that every single person came from a different place and they're all like one person speaking French, somebody, like, and that's how I feel sometimes with those translators.
Hmm.
Can you hear my crickets?
Yeah. You know what I want to say?
Yeah, screaming. I got a big pouch.
No. Come look at my pouch.
That freaked the ever-loving hates out of me.
I'll never forget that. You have burned that into my mind.
One day I'll learn to quit Googling stuff in the middle of the night.
No, one day you'll miss your crickets.
No, I won't, because I'll go to a field. When I want to enjoy crickets, I should be able to go see them and then leave them there.
Yes.
It's bad. It's like Joe's apartment. I'm taking a shower. The crickets like, I'm next. I'm in the fridge. The crickets like, we need more roast beef.
I was doing car line the other day, and there was so much. It was the first warmest day, and like everything was coming alive in the woods. That's all you heard was the sounds of whatever it was those bugs were. I have no idea. It was crazy. I thought I was in the Amazon.
So much more for YouTube to monitor, yet they select a sewing channel. They've been on me since day one. And you know what's funny? My son used to watch firearm content, and it's amazing how they're more on me than firearm content.
Yeah.
I'm sewing. And I'm pro. I'm not anti. I'm not saying I'm anti anything. I'm pro. But I'm just saying it's crazy. I think corrected. I used the title written. Oh, I used the title written on the left. I see now there's an icon where the little, usually. No, it's okay, Denise. Usually there is. Like I used to play the MacGyver theme song. It doesn't recognize the song, so it won't play it. And I also played the Night Court theme song. I need to do that. Doom, 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 doom. I played that as well. So don't feel bad. No, don't feel bad. YouTube's crazy. Last Wednesday, YouTube was having issues. Then YouTube landing page was blank. It drove me crazy because you could do anything else except for the main page.
Mm-hmm. Was it? Yeah, because you called me and go. Was it you that called me? Somebody called me.
It was me.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was you or if it was Cynthia.
Oh no, it was me. It wasn't working. I said, "Oh no," and I called you. I said, "Hello, do you hear me? Why isn't YouTube working? Help desk, help desk."
Yes.
Oh no, that was me in a full panic. You know what it was, and I'll tell you why. A year ago, 6 or 7 months ago, I had a dream my YouTube channel got erased.
Oh yeah,
I woke up and it was gone, and so that moment happened, and I was like, I had this like eerie feeling. It was a glitch. My channel was still there.
I'm always afraid that I'm going to sleep, and when I'm sleeping, I'm going to accidentally erase something, like my whole channel, or like something, an app that I need.
Crickets are loud luck in the house. I can't stand cricket. Will did a butt dial. I immediately called Jess. I was like, no, the internet died. What happened? They will never tell us what went wrong. They were probably changed things without shutting down. I agree, Terry. I agree so much. That's There was one time the bank website went down and people freaked out and they're like, "We're so sorry. We were just changing a few things," but they admitted to it.
And that's why they try to do maintenance at night, like at 3 o'clock Eastern in the morning, so that half or like 90% of us are sleeping.
Seriously, Angela, thank you so much for hanging out.
Oh.
We stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No, I'm not gonna have that song stuck in my head.
Yeah, thank you so much, Angela, for stopping in, and enjoy those 5 cookies. You deserve them.
Absolutely, 5 cookies. I'm gonna go eat a whole row.
I've had 3 today, and an ice cream. Oh, yes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for stopping by.
We'll see you on Monday. Yeah. Come on, stop in on Monday. It's a little bit later, though. Well, not your time. You're West Coaster. That's perfect for you.
I was about to say
It is perfect.
prime time. It's prime time on the West Coast.
Okay. Seriously, next week at some point, I'm going to do a tally mark. West Coast versus East Coast. See how many more of you that you have of us East Coasters on. You know what I'm saying?
Most of my viewers are from the Northeast in America.
Yeah. I love it.
Most people that watch me are from the Northeast, according to YouTube statistics.
Mm.
And Michigan, if I haven't said this recently, I love you. I love you. I love you.
Yeah. Minnesota, you gotta
Minnesota,
bring it on.
people in Minnesota, do you watch?
We need to bring up those numbers, Minnesota. Gotta bring them up.
And to the 2 people in England that watch me, I miss you too.
Yes.
No, there's people who watch me in the UK. I miss you too. I still watch soccer. I still watch rugby. It's all right. It's all right. If it's already Sunday, I ate chocolate. If I don't get off here, I will eat another dinner. Thank you so much. You know what? I'm going to park this thing. I am. Because we'll be back at it on Monday. I didn't even think we were going to go this long tonight. Seriously, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out. Me and my crickets are going to go to the fridge. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thank you so much. We'll be back at it on Wednesday. Twinny McTwin from those planets. Thank you so much.
Hi, it's a pleasure. I always like hanging out with you and your group of people. They're so amazing. The community is great.
We will be back at it on Monday. Seriously, to everybody who's been hanging out recently, thank you so much. To everybody who's always been around, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you guys are absolutely amazing. I will see everybody on Monday. Like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.